Well, actually, he won't be here today. This is the Drunk Banthas, baby. This is the Bantha Bunch, baby. 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? It's another episode of the Bantha Bunch Show with your boy Bill, your favorite cousin. Unfortunately, Alex isn't going to be here tonight. You know what I'm saying? This is the solo show. We do it every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Right now, we're going live on the Nerd Night Show. The Nerd at Night channel and the Drunk Banthas channel and the Drunk Banthas Twitter. That's Drunk Banthas _ Twitter. Right now, we also going live on Instagram, but that one will end soon, mostly because my phone's about to die. And also, you just need to come on over to the Drunk Banthas channel and get that love. You know what I'm saying? Show us some love. If you're having fun tonight at any point in the night, go ahead, click that button, give us a like, give us a subscribe. It is free, so don't be cheap. Take advantage of the free stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? YouTube asking for money on everything these days. You know what I'm saying? Giving you all the ads. They're getting the YouTube TV going. Something we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about YouTube TV faux show. We're going to talk about the show, the program. We're going to talk about, by the way, the program is on Netflix. We're going to talk about, what's his name? Beau DeMayo. We're going to talk about the creator of X-Men 97. He was the writer and the director and producer. Well, not producer. I don't think he was a producer. But anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. He got fired this week. Crazy controversy there. Man, like it's a lot of stuff that happened this week. Like I said, I am your favorite cousin's favorite cousin, and I'm here to entertain y'all today. So, without further ado, let's get it motherfucking started, okay? Actually, I'm about to cut off the live. It's going dead right now because I just realized I do need this phone to do a lot of stuff. So, but yeah, don't forget to say something in the chat. Talk to us. I know I see a few people in here right now. Go ahead and show us some love. Get it in. We can talk. I don't think I can see the chat in Twitter. Oh, yeah. No, you know what? We can see the chat in Twitter. So if you got something to say in Twitter, man, go ahead. Chat. So y'all don't be chatting in Twitter. Y'all just be watching without saying nothing, which is kind of creepy. But it's really only creepy because I'm mostly here talking by myself. Some of y'all are probably wondering, what kind of show is this? What are we watching? You're watching your boy Bill talk about nerd news, documentary series, anything relative to what's going on the Drunk Banthas and Nerds at Night. And also, we're going to talk shit like we always do about this time. You know, we're going to drink and we're going to have fun. Sometimes I put some Doja in the air, but I talk so much, it's hard to really smoke. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard. It's a problem for me, man. I know y'all probably don't care about this, but that's a problem for me, man. I be trying to smoke. And for the most part, I kind of need to smoke for, health reasons. And I'm not joking, I'm being serious, but that's neither here nor there. When I can't smoke, it becomes a issue. For y'all potheads out there, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. I don't want to talk too much I can't say too many crazy things on here because YouTube will take me down or demonetize the video. And so I can't really talk too crazy, but I like to put Doja in the air. You know what I'm saying? I put some Doja Cat in the air, but I can't sometimes because I talk so much on this channel. It's hard to roll up some Doja. It's hard to blow some Doja while you're having conversations. So excuse me today for the small gaps of dead air when I have to inhale and then exhale. And if I cough too much, somebody let me know. If I'm coughing too much, put it in the comments. Let your boy know, because I don't want to be out here just on the on the radio and on YouTube. By the way, we do. If you happen to miss this, if you happen to miss this on YouTube live, it will post on YouTube later. If you're on Twitter, it will be on YouTube later, or it'll stay on Twitter, so you can just watch it on Twitter later. If you happen to have to bail out and get back in, you know what I'm saying? What else? I'm trying to do some house cleaning. Oh, also, the merch store is in the description of the YouTube channel, the YouTube video that people are watching live on YouTube. The merch store, the Drunk Banthas, man. Go get you some Drunk Banthas merchandise. Right now, we got a sale. I think it goes all the way until April. It's 20% off everything and free shipping on everything. And then in May, we're going to have one. Everything will be 15% off. And I think it'll still be free shipping. But yeah, go get that right now, man. Go get you some hot, sexy Drunk Bantha stuff. We got Drunk Bantha's hoodies. You can see see that? You can get that logo on your stuff, all the logos, everything. I'm gonna pull up the merch store later towards the end of the video. But yeah, man, go out there and get you some good deals, because I ain't gonna say it's cheap, but it's affordable. And then with the discount, man, you talking about like you ain't spending nothing, because also you don't even have no shipping. So what's better than not paying for the damn shit hardly, right? Like shit, if it's so, let's just say it's $46 with, shipping and handling, man, you talking about getting something for like $24, $25, like almost half off, because shipping and handling is crazy, man. So yeah, go ahead, hit the link in the YouTube video, hit the link in the bio on Twitter, and it'll send you to the bio, and you can get the link so you can go get hooked up. Right now, we ain't got no promo codes or nothing like that, but that's coming soon, man. That's coming soon. And if you're watching right now and you own a company and you want to get some promotion, you know what I'm saying? Hit us up at the Drunk Banthas channel at gmail.com. Right now, I just feel like I'm doing a big ass commercial for about the last 8 minutes, but we got a lot going on, man. We gotta get, we gotta get it all off and let y'all know what's going on, man. Cause I don't really want to feel like I'm preaching or like selling myself, you know what I'm saying? Selling ourselves, selling something to y'all. I'm not. I'm just trying to give, if you feel like you love coming here and getting this good content, having fun, man, go ahead. If the best way to support this and keep it going, because we don't get paid for none of this except YouTube. We brand new on the monetization. Okay. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted now. We brand new. But so if you want to contribute, the best way for you to contribute is to go on there and like, subscribe, go to the spread shop page and go to our merch store and get you some merch. Or you can go to the Drunk Banthas YouTube channel and become a member. The membership gets you early access to videos, drunk analysis, drunk reviews for movies and television shows that we watch. And your friend, Master Grayson, he puts it together and gives y'all that good shit. Yeah, videos be popping over here, dog. Y'all go check out the Drunk Banthas show that where we review movies and find out whether they hold up. It's called Does It Hold Up? It's a great show. Y'all gonna have a lot of fun with that one, man. Right now we got the Ghostbusters 2 episode up with our friend Christina DiBiase. Again, let me say Christina DiBiase. Cool, not a good friend, not like a friend for a long time, but man, she is an instant friend. You know what I'm saying? I worked with her on the Sleep with Sam Howard show. That's the Sleep with Sam Howard show. I work on there as a music supervisor, producer, talent. You know what I'm saying? So go check that out. It's on YouTube. And we're about to drop a whole bunch of episodes. Season 1 is filmed and season 2 just ended, just wrapped. So it was fun being a part of that. Yeah, Christina DiBiase on the Does It Hold Up episode. Every Does It Hold Up episode comes out every other Monday. So go check that out. Go see when the most recent one came out, and then you'll be up. That's all on YouTube channel, man. Everything that's video-wise, you can find it on YouTube. Live, we go live every Monday, 8 p.m. Pacific time, and every Thursday is the Bantha Bunch, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Man, so glad that y'all are joining us, having a good time. We getting it up. Don't forget to share this, man. Share it with your friends, man. Anybody you like on the internet and you want to chat with, get it in. Talk to me. Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Pull up on me. Ain't nobody commented yet, so let's just get it in, man. I can't stress enough how important it is for you to comment. If you comment, I can keep going. You know what I'm saying? This show can go for like 3 hours if you just comment, and let's keep the interaction going. Let's keep it up. First thing I want to say, going outside of the cleaning house thing, now I'm done with all the promotion stuff. Shout out to everybody who has helped make the YouTube channel grow, the Drunk Banthas channel grow, and the Nerds at Night channel. I don't have statistics for the Nerds at Night. I don't ever see that stuff, but Drunk Bantha's channel, you guys have helped us get to over 6,000 subscribers. And man, let me tell y'all, it's over 6,000 subscribers. Let me just count it. 6,791 as of the making of this video. Y'all have helped us get a lot of shorts, get some love. Y'all been giving the videos some love. And I can't thank y'all enough. Y'all really helped us jump. We got 4,000 subscribers in the last week. So man, I can't say nothing. I can't say enough. Also, shout out to whoever bought me these headphones and sent them to the crib. Like, that was crazy. That was crazy. You're a stalker, and that is weird. But somebody sent me some headphones, y'all. Somebody sent me some headphones to the crib, and I don't know who sent them. And so it's a really weird situation that I find myself in, a predicament beyond predicaments. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, but I'm not going to really touch on a lot of that stuff today because I got a lot of crazy stuff going on personally, man. Like a friend of mine, somebody that was really close to me in the past and I've consistently kept up with, recently. And since I've moved out here to LA, I've been keeping up with this person. This person passed away today, or yesterday. I found out today that a friend of mine passed away from an overdose, and what appears to be an overdose. And it was really hard for me to hear that, man. And then I found out today that a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, like somebody I've known for almost 20 years, his mother, who I've also known for almost 20 years, is going through something. And, she's got cancer. It's returned. And, it's just real sad that I got to, what I'm saying? Like, it's real sad because my dad passed away from cancer last year, close to around this time. And so I just really feel for my brother, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to say shout out to you, dog. I ain't saying no names, and I'm just saying shout out to you, my brother, because I really love y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all, did a lot for me, and, I wouldn't be sitting here right now if it wasn't for y'all. So I really appreciate y'all. Jedediah Leland says, sorry for your loss. Hey, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. Because it really means a lot. You know what I'm saying? People need to hear positive things, man, when they're going through bad things. Even if you feel like, yo, you doing too much, I'm doing too much. I don't want to put interject my energy onto them right now. Like, I don't even know them like that. Fuck all that, dog. Say something. See something, say something, man. You see somebody struggling, man, definitely say something, man. You know what I'm saying? People like to pull out their phone and record people when something crazy is going on or something terrible is going on. Put that phone away. Look and notice when somebody going through something and, say hello. Say, hey, man, I don't know what you're going through, but, know that you are loved. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it going, brother. You know what I'm saying? Whoever it is that you see, stranger, friend, coworker, if you see them going through something, you be observant enough to be knowing when people not going through. I mean, when people are like fucking up, we observant enough to know like, oh shit, somebody about to break off into this fight. Somebody about to do this. Anytime it's something negative or something like, spectacular, when something spectacular is about to happen, that's when niggas want to pull out their phone and they want to record niggas and say shit. Why don't you pay attention to what people going through? Like, it's people out here really going through something. You can notice that, yo, man, that dude looks sad. Bobby looks sad in the motherfucker today. Julie looked crazy in the motherfucker today. What's wrong with her? She not usually like that. Babe, you can like save a life by giving somebody a smile and a hug sometimes. Don't hug people who don't want to be hugged. Don't hug nobody that don't want to be hugged. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know them like that, don't be hugging people. But you know what? That used to not be the case, man. People used to give people love, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like to be hugged, I challenge you to do this. Y'all, there's a few of y'all watching right now from Twitter, Nerds at Night. We got 16 people watching from Twitter, Nerds at Night, and the Drunk Banthas. You know what I'm saying? So go out there, man, share this right now. And you know what I'm saying? If some of your friends is not watching, go ahead and share it. Man, you know what people should do? If you don't like being hugged, you don't like hugs, what you should do, I'm going to challenge you right now. Go out and hug somebody. Go out, talk to somebody, and give them a hug. Lil Frothy says, I only like hugging fat people. Well, I've known that about Lil Frothy before. And she said that. And, that's weird. I've always thought that was weird. That's not a surprise. But I think it's weird if you only like hugging fat people. Is that fat shaming? You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know in the comments. Is it fat shaming to only like hugging fat people? Can we start a poll? I'm going to see if I can start a poll for that one because that sounds amazing. But yeah, I challenge you, if you only like hugging fat people, for instance, I challenge you, please go out there and hug somebody, man. Go out there and hug somebody. Like, it don't have to be somebody you don't know. It ain't got to be no random person. Like, go hug somebody that, you like or personally. I can see some of y'all going out there and hugging somebody y'all don't even know. I could definitely see that. And then I'll be the one getting phone calls and blame and getting at it. Y'all gonna at me on Twitter talking about this nigga told me to hug him. I was just doing Bill said I was doing the Bantha hug challenge. So I was just following orders. Well, don't tell them that. Goddamn, don't tell them that. Let's see here. For y'all who are just tuning in, thank you so much and welcome to the Bantha Bunch Show with your boy Bill. I'm your favorite cousin's favorite cousin. And we already did a lot of cleaning house, so I'm not going to go through all of that stuff. But I do want to get to kind of what we're talking about here today. Hold on, I'm trying to fix something here. So yeah, man. Shout out to everybody who's watching, who switched over from Instagram. Alex is not here. Alex does not do this show. I don't know why he's vehement about not doing this show. Excuse me. So I don't think he's going to be joining us today. But today we are going to be talking about some crazy stuff. We're going to be talking about Beau. Hold on, let me get this nigga's name right, because excuse me, I feel like so disrespectful not knowing this nigga name. Oh, Beau DeMayo. Y'all probably like, nigga, it's Beau DeMayo. It's in the description. Well, I can't see that. Yeah, Beau DeMayo, man. He got fired this weekend. Wasn't it this weekend? Maybe it was this week. He got fired from the X-Men 1997, man. X-Men 97. I don't know if y'all hyped for that. I'm hyped than a motherfucker for some X-Men for real. And we're going to be covering it here on Mondays live at 8 p.m. Pacific time. But, man, Beau gets fired days before, a week before the show that he's written for and he's a director for. So I'm like, I'm tripping like, yo, he's the creator of this version that we have here. So I started looking up stuff on Beau, like Beau DeMayo. Why does that sound familiar? Well, Beau DeMayo worked on some pretty shitty TV shows on Disney. He worked on Moon Knight, and he worked on some other shit too. And then he worked on something that didn't do well. Can't remember. But anyway, he's worked on a lot of stuff for Marvel, and they really liked him, obviously. Not only did he write season 1 for X-Men 97, but he's also written the second season already. Like, the second season's in the bag and ready to go. And then he gets fired. Now, a lot of the speculation right now today, we gonna speculate recklessly up in here. Recklessly? Yes, that's right, nigga. Recklessly. We gonna speculate recklessly. Okay? And I'm recklessly speculating that Beau DeMayo got fired because he has an OnlyFans page. Now, I'm going to repeat that. Beau DeMayo got fired because Beau DeMayo has an OnlyFans page. I'm going to let that sink in for you right quick. I'm going to let that sink in for you. Now, this is interesting story. This is an interesting story to me because it's been a lot of people going, having an OnlyFans page and losing their job. And let me reiterate, I am recklessly speculating. Okay? I'm recklessly speculating. Respeculating. Okay? I don't know that these things actually happen for sure. But I know this shit happened. This nigga had an OnlyFans page. He really did. That's not speculation. He actually had an OnlyFans page. And I don't know this to be true either, but like, I really, really don't know this. It may have had some homosexual related material. I'm not knowing what it was. Like, I don't know if it was homosexual related, because you could be like, damn, they don't want him to be gay. Like, he's gay and has a OnlyFans. Is that the problem, or is the problem that he just had like a heterosexual website up, and it didn't matter what sexual type of situation it was. He just had an OnlyFans page, and we just can't do it. Like, I don't know what the situation was necessarily, but this seems to be the reason that our brother was fired. Now, this nigga got fired. And well, actually, they actually haven't said that he's actually been fired. There is nothing that has come out from Disney and Marvel that says that he's fired, if I'm not mistaken. As of this moment of recording this or doing this live, I do not know if they've said it. I'm pretty positive they haven't at this moment. But speculating, we saying, yeah, he got fired because it's been out in the news. Did this dude did this? Is it something else though? Is it not? Is it not OnlyFans? And maybe he did some OnlyFans type stuff at work. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Or is it that he was having relations? Was he having sweet relations with somebody that he works with, coworker wise? That's a good reason, or like, let me not say good reason. That for the company, for a corporation, you sleeping with your coworkers or somebody who's a subordinate, somebody who's under you, that's a no-no. And that's a good reason for them to have to fire you in their mind. I don't know which way, or I don't know. To me, it depends. To me, it depends on the situation, whether that type of stuff should take place or it should be an issue when that types of stuff take place. Because I know some people who married because they met each other at work. You know, they got married and then they married at work. They never left them jobs. You know what I'm saying? So is that like one of them situations that's a fireable offense? Or is that like a great love story? You know what I'm saying? So, man, I don't know. You know, all I know is that he did too much work. Beau DeMayo did too much work for Marvel and for X-Men for them to fire him for something related to the writing, something related to his production, right? Because what I didn't tell you is he's had the OnlyFans for like way before he was working. I'm pretty sure it was before he was working for Disney. And not only was it before he was working for Disney, he's had it since he's been working for Disney. So that means that either Disney already knew about this or somebody at Disney was feeling a little naughty, really, really naughty. And they saw that OnlyFans page and they was like, look at all that dog. Look at all that dog. Wait a minute. Did he just turn around? Look at that. That's Beau. That's Beau DeMayo. Is that Beau DeMayo slapping cheeks? No, baby. I work with him. Man, that's crazy, man. I couldn't imagine. Like, how did they come across his OnlyFans page? If they didn't know about it before, how do they know about it now? You know, I don't know, man. This is crazy to me. We got more people joining the chat. We got more people joining the live. You know what I'm saying? Say what's up. Comment, like, subscribe, do all that stuff, man. If you don't subscribe, at least comment. If you hate the show, comment. Yo, tell me right now. I'm not fucking with this. Fuck y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? We won't ban you. Just, come on through. Film Age says, what up, Bill? What up, Film Age? We in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? You joined just in time. We talking about Beau DeMayo, man. Thank you for everybody who joined. We're talking Beau DeMayo, man. So, like, why did he get fired? like I said, it's got to be the OnlyFans thing, man. I don't see anything else that it could be. But let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think Beau DeMayo should get fired just because he got an OnlyFans page? Or do you feel like this is something else, that like there's another reason that he got fired? Like, let me know in the comments, man. In the chat too. The chat is different than the comments. The comments is for people watching when the live is over, and the chat is for when the live is going. So make something happen, brother. Make it happen, brother. I got some entertainment business news. You know what I'm saying? Nerd news up in this beyond. We got the entertainment business news today. We talking about YouTube TV's new winning streak. We're going to talk about what young watchers really want to see on streaming and television. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about scoops on developing stories and projects that are going out there in Hollywood. And we might talk about the latest trailers and maybe some other stuff. But yeah, it just depends on what kind of time we have, because we are going to get to the program later in this video. The program, Cons, Cults, and Kidnapping. It's on Netflix. We'll talk about that later. But I do want to hit this YouTube story. So I don't know if y'all have YouTube TV. Shout out, let it be known if you got YouTube TV in the comments or the chat. I have YouTube TV, and I got it because I wanted to watch the NFL games. I'm not lying, man. I got it just so, I mean, I know it's probably people here who don't care nothing about football, but you know what I'm saying? Go Patriots. You know what I'm saying? Shout out your team if you fuck with NFL. Say something about your team right now. But yeah, man, like I got it just because I wanted to watch the NFL games, and I live in LA, so it's hard for me to watch the Patriots. It's almost impossible. And it's hard for me to watch other games that I want to see. You know what I'm saying? I'll be feeling like I'm missing out on everything. 12 years, man. Been out here 12 years or 11 years. Been missing out on all my goddamn football, my foosball. So what did I do? Bought the YouTube TV. Quit playing yourself. Got the package. And then I was like, look, I also am a hooper. You know what I'm saying? I love hooping. So what did I do? Got me that NBA package, man. You know what I'm saying? Like getting it in. Shout out to everybody who's joining. What's up, Brady? Shout out to you. What's happening? Phil May says, I ride with Texans all day. Okay, riding with the Texans. Rolando McClain is the coach. No. What's his name? D'Amico Ryans. Rolando McClain, different Alabama linebacker. D'Amico Ryans, linebacker for the University of Alabama back in the day. I used to play high school baseball against D'Amico Ryans. So shout out to him. Shout out to Jess Lanier High School. But that was the high school he played for. But yeah, he played catcher. He was dope. So shout out to you, Film Age. Shout out to the Texans. I ride with him a little bit, just a little bit. But yeah, man. So I wanted to watch D'Amico Ryans' first season as a Texans coach. Right? Can't watch it in LA, so I had to get me some YouTube TV. YouTube TV just got the new package from DirecTV. Okay, DirecTV had a stranglehold on it, but you know, as some of y'all probably know, DirecTV been going through some problems, so they couldn't afford the buyout. And Google got that big money, that big dick money. You know what I'm saying? So they laid down that big dick and said, "Big bank, take little bank." So I was weary about my YouTube TV package. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, this shit might suck. What if it, because I had YouTube Premium and I ain't like it. So I got YouTube TV, watching the games. You can then I found out you can share your account with people. Like Netflix, they limit the amount, but they just tell you straight up, like, yo, you can share this with I think it's 6 people. You can share your account with like 6 people, and we can all be watching the NFL and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go too tough into what was dope about YouTube TV because I ain't making no money off this free advertisement for YouTube TV. But the point is, I'm watching all my sports. I'm watching all my basketball. I'm extremely happy with the product. I can record everything. If I miss it, I can watch it again later, watch it later. If I have to leave in between a game, I can watch the rest later. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a DVR situation, but also I don't have a cable box. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to worry about like extra channels that I don't want. You know what I'm saying? Because I can add on to I can add on to my package anytime I want. You know what I'm saying? So, but I can add on one at a time. Not like, I don't know if y'all understand how shit works, but if I want ESPN, I got to get all the ESPN channels, all the Disney channels, right? I can't just get ESPN. It's a whole package. So that's why I like it. You know what I'm saying? Film Age says, so who do you follow on the hardwood? I'm a Spurs fan. Man, that's one of our rivals, man. I'm a Suns fan. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Steve Nash. Shout out to Jason Kidd. Shout out to Charles Barkley, who's also from Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. Well, he's from Leeds, Alabama, but same shit. Yeah, I'm a Suns fan. My shit's all over the place. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, man. Don't nobody got no team. We ain't got no professional teams. We just got the University of Alabama, and that's it. So I'm a Patriots fan. I'm a Bama fan. I'm a Suns fan, and I'm a Boston Red Sox fan. And I became a Boston Red Sox fan first, Patriots fan second, and I did not know New England and Boston was the same place. I was in like third grade, second grade, something like that. So don't hold it against me. Don't be like, oh, you just like Boston. No, I don't like Boston necessarily, like the city. Like I only went there once, but I'm a big fan of Boston Red Sox, Patriots, Suns, Bama. That's it. Hockey, Red Wings. Hockey is Red Wings. I was born in Detroit, so it's all over the place. Film Age says Cubs, Red Sox, and Astros for me. Film that I like the Red Sox. I like that. I like that you like that. Now, 9 Nerd Yard says, you sure this ain't a commercial? Well, my nigga, it isn't. Because my point is, I said all that to say, oh man, my thing went away. My notes went away. Somebody emailed me and then I hit the button. So my point is, I said all that to say, YouTube TV is emerging as a formidable force overshadowing Netflix in overall viewership and outpacing cable giants in the cord cutting race. So this is an article from the dailies. You can check that out on the dailies. I'm pretty sure it's free unless they charge me. I don't know. But yeah, so YouTube TV is outpacing Netflix. Now, this is only in overall viewership, and it's outpacing cable giants in cutting the cord race, which everybody's outpacing cable giants basically because more people are gravitating towards the streaming services, right? But the thing is, no streaming service other than Netflix, we've talked about this on this channel, no streaming service other than Netflix has actually made any profit except for Max. They're at number 3. Netflix, which was at number 1, and now it's YouTube TV, according to this article. Now, YouTube is winning because, as it says here, with 8 million subscribers, YouTube TV has nearly doubled the numbers of its closest virtual multi-channel video programming distributor, the rival Hulu plus live TV. And YouTube's been following a shrewd strategy of blending creator generated content with live sports and traditional TV channels, appealing especially to millennials and Gen Z. Now, what's important about that right there? The reason I brought up the sports stuff is because the number one watch thing in the United States of America is sports. I know that may come as a surprise to a lot of people. Brandy says, roll tide, roll, motherfucking tide. I don't give a piss about nothing but the tide, baby. Every Saturday. Sports is the number one watch thing on television. If you have I think the NFL's deal was like 600 million, 500 million for the TV deal that they got, or 500 billion, excuse me, for the TV deal that they got, or 120 billion, something like that. It's up in there. Okay. They purchased the rights for the NFL, and then everybody else purchased their rights, Fox, CBS, everybody got these deals, man. That's how this shit goes down, right? YouTube TV has more money than any of these companies, and I think that even includes Amazon. Any of these other companies that are trying to hold on to sports live, Netflix is trying to get into doing live sports. The White Boy and Mike Tyson, they gonna box. That's gonna be on Netflix, okay? It's gonna be live, okay? So they even trying to get into sports. HBO Max has now moved all of the sports that they own, that they're a part of, like the sports channels. They've added that to their lexicon. You can now watch Bleacher Report sports, hockey live, women's soccer, all of that, men's soccer. You can watch all of that on HBO now, right? My point, I'm just saying is, you can get on Prime, you got to watch the Thursday night football on Prime. I'm saying all of that stuff to say we're having a big shift moving over to YouTube TV as for television. Nine says, scroll tide, baby, scroll tide. We're having a big shift over from regular television, linear television, and it's moving over to this what did they say in this damn article? Because they actually got a abbreviation for this. Multi-channel video programming distributor, which is a VMVPD. And that includes like Hulu Plus, Netflix. It's Hulu Plus and YouTube TV. Those are the only ones that's out there, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the chat if there. Well, no, I guess HBO Max. I just said HBO Max. They are a live distributor now, but they don't do they do multi-channel live distributing now. So they're getting into the game. You know what I'm saying? So don't be surprised if you're an HBO Max user. Don't be surprised if they start doing commercials on there, because everybody the purpose was from moving from streaming was to be able to pick what you wanted, not have commercials, and lower the cost, because cable companies were raising prices to the point where they were too expensive and not affordable for the average household. Well, now every streaming service that you have basically is the amount that you were paying for cable or more, right? You don't even like half the shit that's on there, right? You feel like you gotta keep one just to keep watching something that you know been watching, but you don't want to lose, or not be able to keep up with when it's coming on or whatever, and when they come back. Like, you just don't want the hassle of that, so you just keep paying all this shit. But none of those companies are making money, and you losing all this money. So what people have started doing, they've started cutting the streaming cord. And that's what a lot of these companies are seeing. The streaming cord is getting cut now. People are moving from these streaming services to the multi-channel streaming services and Tubi. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to just finish this article before I go into the Tubi stuff because let's see, it keeps on going. It says, some see this as a dawn of a new streaming arms race, with YouTube poised to snatch with YouTube poised to snatch more market share from traditional providers. Despite the veil over the prices, performance metrics, the price performance metrics, YouTube's TV dominance suggests a shift in consumer preference towards flexible, contract-free viewing experiences across devices, ushering in a new era where streaming services like YouTube TV lead the pay TV realm. If you don't understand what that means, it's basically exactly what I just said. YouTube is in the arms race to be the number one stunner, okay? And they got the money backing to do it. What I just found out doing this research not too long ago, like 2-3 weeks ago, YouTube makes up 10% of Google's revenue, right? YouTube TV and YouTube are the number one streamed things in the world. Okay, let me say that again. YouTube and YouTube TV are the number one streamed things in the world. Okay? Number one streaming services in the world. Now we know that YouTube TV is making more money than Netflix. YouTube was already stated that they was making more money than, and I know that may sound confusing, but those two things are two different things. Not to be conflated with one not to be conflated with the other. Now, so speaking of millennials and Gen Z preferences, right? Moving on to what young watchers really want to see. Now, we were just talking about the streaming services and the streaming service wars and the streaming service battles. Well, turns out that a lot of people are moving on to another streaming service that some of y'all probably watching like while you're watching this, and that's Tubi. See, Tubi's latest, excuse me, sorry, I didn't mean to do that either. Tubi's latest survey, in collaboration with the Harris Poll. Harris Poll is like, they do a lot of polls. They survey thousands of people and ask them stupid questions. You can pay for some, like you can get paid for some of them too. Like it's like 5 cents or some shit like that, 8 cents if you got to do like 100 of them to get any money or something like that, to get like $1. But anyway, Tubi's latest survey, in collaboration with the Harris Poll, sheds light on evolving preferences on millennial and Gen Z viewers towards streaming content, revealing a strong tilt towards originality, diversity, and smaller creators. A whopping 74% of those young viewers favor originals over remakes, with a similar number of advocating for more diverse representation on screen. Furthermore, the study highlights a growing frustration with the cost of streaming, showing that a significant 71% of the demographics prefer ad-sponsored options to manage expenses. The sentiment miners in Tubi excuse me, the sentiment mirrors in Tubi's recent success, boasting, whoa, whoa. Now check this out. Tubi is hitting 8.5 billion streaming hours and a significant spike in young, diverse audiences. Let me say that again. Streaming YouTube, Tubi has clocked 8.5 billion streaming hours and a significant spike in young, diverse audiences. Amid rising streaming costs, viewers are clearly calling for more content variety and financial flexibility in their streaming habits. Now, I know it's been like the cool thing to do to talk shit about millennials and Gen Zers from the older generations, right? Like I'm a millennial, right? But I'm an older millennial. But like that don't even mean nothing no more because Gen Zers, there's old Gen Zers that, well, you know, there's Gen Zers that are just turning 30 right now, like, right? Like, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, like, but if I'm not mistaken, like Gen Zers are just turning 30. So it's a lot of people who want to see this kind of content, right? Like they want to watch movies and television shows, and they don't want to, and they got nostalgia too. Like they remember Friends, they remember living single. Like they want to watch the shit too. They want to see the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but they also don't have the money to do it. Like I don't know if y'all have noticed, but niggas is broke. Niggas is broke everywhere. It's harder to like they say if you are under the age of 38 and below or 40 and below, you may never own a house. You may never actually know what it is to own your own crib, like buy a house. You're going to be renting for the rest of your life, statistically speaking, right? They say, you know, people are going to be working well after they supposed to be on Social Security, right? I'm smiling because it's sad. I mean, I got nothing else that I can do except smile. Like, like this is what the statistics are showing. This ain't nothing that I believe or I want to happen, but this is what the statistics is showing, y'all. It's showing that we got some work to do if we don't want to be fucked up in society. But until then, right? We got to save some money. I got to make sure I can pay this rent. I got to make sure I can pay the power bill and the water bill or the gas bill. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to, shit, in my case is both. I got to pay the water, the power, and the gas. Okay. So yeah, man, people are making business decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like I like what is his name? D-Ray said niggas is making life decisions at the pump. You be at the gas pump talking about some damn, man. I don't know, man. This shit is crazy. You get on the phone with your homie, like, hey man, I ain't gonna be able to make it. You be breaking up with niggas just because it's too much gas price. It's too much gas price up in that bitch. I sound crazy, motherfucker. It's too much gas price, massa. But yeah, so people are making choices, business decisions, and it seems like people falling in line with what I was just saying, what I was doing. I did it on accident, right? I just wanted to fucking watch the NFL. But the way they stuck me in there is I got to the NFL package, and also I'm paying for it. I don't need to just watch this shit on Sunday. Like shit, let me watch something else. I forgot that certain channels don't have streaming services, right? Like you can watch FX on Hulu, but like some of them shows come out like the day after they premiere on FX. But I got YouTube TV. I can record the shit just like it's regular TV. So I like got back in the habit of regular TV habits, but also I can just watch streaming services and do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still my choice. So yeah, I don't need to do a commercial for it, 9. They doing a commercial for themselves, man. They getting this bread, and you know, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. It's cool to see, because I think that some of these corporations need to learn a lesson, man. Especially the studios, movie studios, television studios, man. They need to learn not to jump out the window on something just because it seems cool. Like streaming got big during the pandemic, right? It got big during the pandemic. That don't mean that it's gonna be the way that shit is for the rest of the days. Like this can't be sustainable. That's what I said. I was like, okay, Disney Plus, like Disney Plus was already gonna come out before the pandemic. Like it was planned, like people they had planned on putting it out, right? Kind of like The Last Stand, the Jordan documentary, The Last Stand. That shit was gonna come out later that year. They moved it up because they wanted to get them views, man. Who knows when the pandemic will be over? Like, let's get these views in early. So that's like an example of like type of shit that was happening. But like like I said, none of them have made any motherfucking money. Sorry, I got mad. Sorry. Got mad, shook the table, shook the microphone. People who are listening and not watching, I apologize. People who are watching and not listening, turn it up. Pay attention, goddamn it. But yeah, man, I just feel like business wise, this is very interesting, and it's interesting to see where it's gonna go from here. I got all the faith that YouTube is going nowhere. I've been saying that for years. You see a lot of TV shows fucking going away. You see a lot of you like studios getting merger deals and shit like that. So I don't think YouTube is about to go through anything like that. The last merger that YouTube did was Google, and that's it. That's all they need. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody over there at YouTube TV. And shout out to everybody at YouTube. And shout out to everybody watching right now. We up to 45 people watching. That's from the Drunk Banthas Twitter. That's from Nerds at Night. And that's from the Drunk Banthas channel. So if you're watching right now, share that shit with your friends, man. I know y'all are loving this right now because y'all are still watching, right? I see you, baby. So let me know you loving it. Give us a like, give us a comment right now, man. Let's chat it up. But yeah, how do y'all feel about that? Have anybody in the chat used YouTube TV? Are you interested in it? Do you feel like fuck YouTube TV? Or do you feel like, yo, I might go ahead and get some of that? I might try it. You know what I mean? Let me know. Let me know. What else was we talking about? What else was I talking about? Some more nerd news, man. Let's see here. Okay, so there's not much on here that I know about because I don't know nothing about this shit. Like, it's a lot of stuff on here that I don't really know. Like, Gary Lennon reviews his creative partnership with Lionsgate TV to further develop the Power universe as Book 5 Force enters season 3. Yeah, maybe I said that wrong. New Line Cinema acquires Big Time Abroad from Scarlett Birmingham is spelled with a E? No. I guess her name is spelled with an E. But anyway, New Line Cinema acquires Big Time Abroad from Scarlett Birmingham and Andrew Reimer. I don't know what that show is. I don't know what none of these are. Wes Anderson, I know who he is. He's begun shooting his next film, the Phoenician Scheme. Whoa, that sounds crazy. Let's see here. Venom 3 gets a title in earlier fall theatrical release. I'm pulling that up right now. So, damn. So yeah, Venom 3 got a title and an early theatrical release. So it's going to be called Venom: The Last Dance. It's now opening October the 25th of this year, not November the 8th. The threequel will screen in IMAX and on PLFs. Yeah, that sounds interesting, man. Are y'all ready to go see that? I'm not. Venom 3 moves away from 20th Century Studios and the amateur and lands on the same theatrical release date as Universal's The Wolfman and Signum's Terrifier 3. Look, those sound terrible. So basically what it's saying is Venom 3 moved from a 20th Century Studios movie, The Amateur, and moved over to a Universal bullshit movie, Universal Bloomhouse movie, The Wolfman. And another one, Sigdum's Terrifier 3. I don't know. If y'all know what that is, let me know in the comments, because that sounds like some stupid shit. Yeah, the previous two Venom movies have grossed $1.3 billion at the global box office. Is that good? Because it sounds like shit. That sounds like dog shit. No, 9 Nerd Yard says, I wish YouTube TV also came with YouTube Premium. Yeah, you know what? They should have a bundle. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should bundle the shit like cable do. Like, yo, I want to have YouTube Premium, but I also want YouTube TV. Maybe if you get YouTube TV and then you get the bundle, it's like, instead of it being $14.99, it's $10.99, right? Like, maybe we should do something like that. I think. Would you want to do that? That sounds cool to me. 9 Nerd Yards also says they about to ban TikTok. I'm glad that you said something about that, man. Glad that you said something about that. I I hate TikTok. But the question isn't about what I like or don't like. The question is, should the federal government be able to ban an app? Right? Should the federal government be able to ban a company? Now, so the reason I know this is not what the politicians have been saying. And this is not the reason that they're presenting, but I'm going to give you the real reason TikTok is being attacked in this way and the reason it's got to go. Okay? They're trying to scare y'all into making it to where people like will be like, they're trying to scare people into believing it's a good idea by bringing up the Israeli war with Gaza, with Palestine, or Hamas. And they have some other stuff that they're saying is anti-Semitic. So they want to ban TikTok. Well, that's not really the reason. The real reason is TikTok is owned by China. Some people may say, no, they own by a company that's in Taiwan. No. Not in Taiwan. Where is it? Singapore. No. They not from Singapore. The guy who owns TikTok is directly bought out by Xi Jinping. He works by the behest of the Chinese government. They trade all the information with them. That's not really the issue either. Like, the information that they can really get on the free market. It's all available. Your data is available to everybody. We all know that. But this is the reason that they got to go. The reason that they got to go is because we can't regulate anything that TikTok does. So let's just say, like, I'm trying to create a scenario. So like Facebook, right? They can be like held liable for certain things because we have laws in the United States for publicly traded companies that they have to adhere to. You have financial laws that they have to adhere to, like SEC regulations and stuff like that, business laws that they have to adhere to. Let's just say you get paid by TikTok. There's no retribution you can take if they fuck you over on your money, because they literally don't have to adhere to any types of laws here, because they're not an American company and they're not publicly traded. So they could publicly trade, but based on the law that they're trying to present, which is only like 4 pages. By the way, most bills that go through Congress are like 400 pages because they like to include all this secret shit in it. Earmarks is what they call it. They try to fuck you over with those types of things. This is only 4 pages. It's very clear to understand. Like, you should go to Breaking Points, and they got a link for this this bill that they're getting ready to pass. You should not freak out as much as you think you should. Like, as much as you think you want to, like, you really shouldn't freak out that bad, because first of all, Lil Frothy says U.S. military been forbidden to use the app since its inception. And Film Age says, yeah, TikTok has to go, man. It's got to go. TikTok has to go because we can't control their situation financially, legally. We don't make money off of that stuff. Like, TikTok don't contribute nothing to the United States of America. And the way that the bill is drawn up is, if they were to publicly trade themselves like other companies do, people, I think somebody was saying something about one of these, maybe it's Rumble. Rumble, people were saying Rumble is owned by a Russian guy who fled Russia years ago, and what if they decide that his stuff is dangerous to national security or whatever the fuck? Their company is a publicly traded company. They are not affected by this. If Zimbabwe, let's just say Zimbabwe, had a fucking video an app that they had here, and they were selling it, and they went public with it, then we couldn't fuck with their company. I mean, like, they wouldn't fall under this bill. Like, it wouldn't fall under this law, if you understand what I'm saying. But let's just say the Zimbabwe had shout out to all the Zimbabweans, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Zimbabweans. But I'm saying they had a publicly traded company, and they decided that there was a problem, they wouldn't be affected by this because they're a publicly traded company and they wouldn't have no problems. But let's say that they weren't a publicly traded company, and they were found that, like TikTok, this shit is not cool. We don't want these niggas out here. It would take a vote from Congress still. It'd have to be a majority vote, obviously, and it would still have to be it'd still have to pass the Senate. So think about it, guys. When's the last time you saw something that happened like that? When's the last time you saw niggas get together on both sides of the aisle and say, we want to make this shit happen? You know what I'm saying? What it comes down to is, this is a matter of, I don't want to say this is a matter of national security, but think about it like this. How many tech companies exist in China? How many American tech companies exist in China? And I'm not talking about Tesla. Tesla is technically a tech company, but that's only because it's an electric car. It's a car company. Tell me how many tech companies exist in the United States and also have business that they do in China. I'll wait. And even if you want to include Elon Musk and Tesla, Elon Musk is having issues with China right now. So even though he is a company over there, they not fucking with him. They trying to run his ass up out of town just like they did Google. Google used to be over there, y'all. Guess what they said? You gotta block shit. China told them, look, you gotta block all this other shit, which is what TikTok does, y'all. You seeing the stupid shit that you see because that's what they want you to see. It's other stuff on there that's intelligent, but you see all the dumb shit because that's what they want you to see. They are throttling bullshit at you. And maybe you want the bullshit. Maybe that's what you want. It doesn't matter. We can't let a company we can't let a company have free reign and work outside of the law. That is the whole point. You can't have a company that is able to abstain itself from the law. It doesn't matter if the company is manipulating you. It don't matter if the company is feeding you garbage. It is feeding you garbage, but that doesn't matter. What matters is, are they able to be held responsible financially and legally when it comes to doing things business-wise in the United States of America? 9 Nerd Yard says they don't care if Facebook takes our data and manipulates us. Like I said before, you can buy it's not about the data. And this is what I'm saying. Like, the politicians right now are doing a terrible job of explaining this to everybody because they're terrible. But the fact of the matter is, this is extremely important. It has nothing to do with data, because all the data that you have, and they can buy it on the free market, just like Facebook does, just like Twitter does. Like, all this stuff is accessible to everybody. The problem is just that they are not held responsible for other things. You can't be held liable for financial things. So they could be running a Ponzi scheme, for instance. You wouldn't know. Guess what? That's illegal. They could be funneling money from different illegal places. Guess what? Facebook can't do that. That's the difference that's the actual reason that this is getting banned. I know that they're telling you all this other shit, y'all, but that's not the reason it's actually getting banned. Trust me very much so. Go read the bill. Go actually read the bill. You'll be shocked. It's only 4 pages. I'm pretty sure it's 4 pages. It might be 3 pages, but regardless, it's all double space in big letters. So, because that's how they actually have to formulate it when they write it. Like, that's how the format is for the bills. So it's like 5 pages, 4 pages, maybe 3. Dude, you can read it right now, and you'll find out that it's not what you've been presented. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit goes way deeper, and it's not even like that deep. It's just that they giving you bullshit surface level stuff to gin up a fucking fear. There's nothing to be afraid of. This is a preventative measure to make sure that illegal funds aren't being funneled through the United States of American citizens. Let me explain why that is. They pay United States of American citizens. TikTokers can get paid on TikTok. Well, where is the money that TikTok is paying people coming from? I'm not saying that they're doing anything nefarious. I'm merely saying they can't be held responsible if they are. And that gives them an advantage. It's kind of like somebody doing steroids and nobody else is doing steroids. If I'm not doing steroids and this nigga is, and he keep beating me, well, I'm going to be bad about that. We need to do something about that. That's actually illegal. So that's the reason that this is happening, man. Don't let them freak you out about it, because that's what's happening. They gin up these things, these issues, these hot button issues to make us argue. You know what I'm saying? They gin up these issues to make us argue. It's political. It's I was about to say it's political season. It's voting season, y'all. It's election year. So you will always see shit that's going to try to divide us. Like, dig this. Let's just talk about the drug game, right? The streets. Drug dealers know it get dry than a motherfucker. It's dry outside when it's election year. Like, all of the dirt that's usually done, it slows down. Why? Because people getting voted in. It's a lot of corruption. But what I'm trying to tell you is right now, this is not that. This is not like the drought. The drought is affected by corruption and people not wanting to make moves because it's too much heat. You gotta wait till the sun go down. You know what I'm saying? To do this dirt. So that's usually that's how people view the world and how corrupt it is, view our government, view our politics. But this is not that, y'all. This is real. This is something you should really look into and be concerned about, because the way they move, no other company in the world that does business in this country can move like that. And so it's about making the playing field fair and keeping our interests, our best interests at heart, and protecting that, man. You got to protect your neck. Protect your motherfucking neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you live in a good neighborhood, that means you don't need no windows. It don't never rain where you at. You don't need no windows. Like, you live in a good neighborhood, you don't need to lock your door. Like, you can think like that, and then when the shit actually hit the fan, it's over with. OV. So protect your neck. If you get ready, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, right? Sugar Free told us that. God damn, man. Sugar Free told us that. I want to talk about this show called The Program. But before I talk about the program, I want to let y'all know Shogun just came out. Motherfucking last Shogun episode just came out. Latest Shogun episode just came out. And Halo just came out today. So I'm hyped. Go to the Drunk Banthas channel and Nerds at Night channel and go like, subscribe so that you can get a notification, hit the bell so that you will know when we go live on Monday. Every Monday. It's 57 of y'all watching right now. There should be 107 of y'all on Monday. You know what I'm saying? Because we just growing over here. We trying to grow. It's all about positivity and love. And we trying to keep y'all, this point of this show, Bantha Bunch, is to keep you updated on what's going on, keep you interested in things that we can't get to on Mondays. But this Monday, we're going to be talking about Shogun episode 4, and we'll be talking about Halo episode 7, which just came out right now. So no spoilers. Don't tell me nothing now. Y'all don't want me to do y'all like that. Don't say nothing. I know Shogun came out on Tuesday. I think it came out on Tuesday, but catch up with us. Do your recap. If you watched the Tuesday show, then watch with us on Monday to recap and talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then when you get into the Shogun episode on Tuesday, then you be like, oh shit, didn't this shit happen? Oh shit, they said that last week. Man, they be predicting shit that fucked me up. Cause now I already know what happened. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can get it in. Y'all gonna have a lot of fun. But shout out to everybody who's watching right now. You know what I'm saying? I had something else I want to talk about, but I forgot. You know what? I did kind of want to touch on one thing a little bit, like, because look, man, I try to do this job well, man. I just want to say thanks for everybody who's been watching, and thanks to the people who subscribed, all the new people who are out there, man. I appreciate everything y'all been doing. But I really work hard trying to make sure I'm getting better at this. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the things I could do is stop trying to roll blunts while I'm doing this. Maybe one of the other things I could do is stop smoking while I'm doing this. Maybe I stop getting drunk while I'm doing this. But none of that's gonna happen. But I work really hard to get ready for this, and I study the people who do the same thing that we do, or that I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk. Not necessarily like movie breakdowns and stuff like that. I don't really study that, but I've been studying people who talk. Film A says Invincible dropped to laugh out loud. Yeah, Invincible dropped yesterday, or midnight tonight. I watched that shit this morning. Bomb diggity. We'll be covering that as well. Episode 5 on Monday, every Monday, 8 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. So yeah, check us out on Monday, and we'll be talking Invincible, Shogun, and Halo. But yeah, man, like I was saying, I got deep off into the weeds watching like some of my favorite radio personalities, and podcast personalities. Because for y'all who don't know, man, or don't realize, man, podcast is just radio if you're doing it the right way. And yeah, man, what I notice is it's hard. And I've heard a lot of them like being interviewed, and they say the same thing. Like, it's hard to do this job. Now, hard in the sense like it's hard to say your ABCs backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, hard in the sense like it's hard to play Battlefield 2 on the expert. Like, it's hard in the sense that not like cutting trees down. Like, I used to cut down trees and landscaping and all that stuff. Man, shit used to be real tough, like real tough jobs, man. I worked as a cook. I worked as a chef. I worked as a pizza delivery driver. Them jobs is hard. But what I mean by hard is like, it's hard to go out and run down the field of a football, like a football field, and catch a football, like run a route, turn around and catch a ball. That's hard. Hitting a baseball at going 90 miles an hour. That's hard. You ain't never I'm not even talking about getting hit when you're catching the football. I ain't talking about trying to run bases. I'm just saying these little things are difficult. Doing a podcast is hard. You have to be dedicated. You have to, you have to be charismatic to a certain degree. I don't really want to say charismatic because there's a few that ain't really that charismatic out here. But you have to be, you have to be able to talk for a long time, basically. And that's a talent to a certain degree. You know what I mean? Like, radio hosts, like, this is kind of dying out. Guys like this are dying out, but I guess not. Like I said, radio is podcasting, but like guys like Howard Stern, who talk for like 4 hours straight, you know what I mean? Them guys, that's a talent. That's a talent to be able to talk that long. Because like, who the fuck is even listening to you, right? Like, I don't know who the fuck is listening. I can't see that y'all are watching. Y'all can see me, you know. What I do know is I can't sit here and not and have dead air. You know, that's what they be thinking. That's the things, the points that they be making. And so, yeah, I was like, man, yeah, you know what? Somebody made a point. I think it was Bomani Jones, like Bill Simmons. All of these people have said this. Like, we got to make sure, you got to make sure you stay consistent and you stay true to yourself and that you be good. Fuck all the other shit, like be good. And I was like, damn. So, because it's a lot of people who do podcasts, man, but you know, they all can't be good, right? Because it's an oversaturated market. And so I said all that to say, yo, I appreciate y'all, man, sticking with us because you clearly love us, right? Like we love y'all. Y'all's comments be killing us, cracking us up on Mondays, especially. Y'all really contribute to the conversations. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lil Frothy, shout out to Film A, shout out to Othelius, shout out to Rachel V, shout out to Morgan. Like y'all really keep the shit going. So yeah, man, I just want to say appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, we really can't do this shit without y'all, man. Hold on, I'm trying to look through my notes here. But yeah, man. Where are we? That back button, man. That motherfucking back button. Ain't that a bitch? Lost everybody. So sorry, guys. So fucking sorry. Don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what happened right there. So sorry. So sorry. For some reason, we got cut off from Twitter. We got cut off. But we pop right back up, baby. We pop right back up. We back in here and we up to 60 people in the 60 people in here. We got it going. We back. Um what the fuck was I even saying, man? God damn it. See, that's the problem with this goddamn mouse. I keep hitting it and then it'll go back and then this time it did me dirty. But anyway, what I was saying is, well, I don't know if this is exactly what I was saying, but you know, shout out to all y'all who've been watching. We know y'all love us and we trying to do better. We trying to give y'all great content. Go over to the Drunk Bantha's channel. Go over to Nerds at Night. Go over to the 9 Nerd Yards. Show us all some love, man, because we all trying to do better for you. If you're watching right now and you're new, I got to do the update. We at 1 hour and 30 minutes almost, so I'm gonna do the update. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh shit, it's your boy Morgan. He in here. Appreciate you for signing up for the membership. We love it. Bing bong, new member. Let's go. Yo, what up? Sorry I'm late. Nah, man, you good. You right on time. You right on time, man. Already gave you a big shout out, man. You're good, man. Look, sometimes we forget to pay our bills, but this bill don't matter, right? Like this bill matters, but like the YouTube bills, they don't matter. None of this matters. It don't matter. What was I about to say? Oh yeah. Check us out on Mondays Pacific time. Oh, excuse me, Mondays 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Check us out on this show, the Bantha Bunch, every motherfucking Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Okay? Okay. That's for all you new people. Like, subscribe, all of that jazz. 9 Nerd Yards, Nerds at Night, Drunk Bantha's channel. Let's fucking go. Now, I do want to talk about this crazy ass show. It's called The Program: Cons, Cults, and Kidnapping. Cons, Cults, and Kidnapping. Now, we've been talked about Beau DeMayo. If you got we talked about how we think he might have had an OnlyFans, or he has an OnlyFans. I know he has an OnlyFans, but that might be the reason he actually got fired. If you think so, put it in the comments. If you don't, put it in the comments. I was trying to set up a poll, but I can't figure that shit out because I'm stupid. I don't know nothing about all that shit. But yeah, if you fuck with that shit, put it in the comments, baby. If you fucking with all these theories, and if you fucking with all these theories and conspiracies, I think the nigga got fired for having OnlyFans. But what y'all think? Anyway, we talking about The Program: Cons, Cults, Kidnapping. Morgan said the program was wild. That is a fact. Let's just play a little bit of this trailer real quick.
Of self-destructive or even dangerous behavior.
Hold on. Let's just go back.
What do you do if your child gets caught in a cycle of self-destructive or even dangerous behavior? Some desperate parents are having their children abducted,
y'all saw that?
Against their will to children.
Let's just see this right here now. Look at that right there. What'd that say? What'd that say? That say Dr. Phil, man. Dr. Phil. One of the things that's not pointed out in the documentary is that Dr. Phil participated in a lot of these things. Daytime television participated in a lot of this stuff. So I'm going to just keep going because I'm talking in the middle of the trailer. I stopped it, but let's go.
Abducted, taken against their will to a behavior modification program.
The reality is torture of children.
I got here at 3 a.m. and they said I was not allowed to talk anymore, and you can never leave.
Damn. Okay. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Othelius know what I'm talking about? Look, this nigga, Dr. Phil, is a menace, man. He's a menace. Man, this documentary was crazy. So, break it down. The documentary is about this program called Iris. What is it called, Morgan? Irish Ridge. Hold on. Let me just read this breakdown. So the program follows Catherine Kubler, who directed the series. Excuse me. Let me start over. The program follows Catherine Kubler, who directed the series, and her former classmates at the academy at Ivy Ridge. So yeah, that's what it was called, Ivy Ridge, a boarding school for troubled teenagers where they say they were mentally, physically, and sexually abused while the facility was open from 2001 to 2009. Now, Forbes. This is a Forbes article that's talking about this that I'm reading from. They're going to be all like politically correct. I'm going to tell you right now, all of that shit happened. They say in the article, it says, they say, meaning that the filmmakers say it, and they're assuming that that's not true. They're insinuating that that could be true or it could not be true. It's a scapegoat type of question and answer type situation. I don't fuck with that, but I'll move on. I digress. This facility was open for 8 years, from 2001 to 2009. The former students visited the now shuttered school in upstate New York and recounted the years they were isolated from their families, discouraged from forming relationships with one another, and they were treated like prisoners, one staff member said in the show. Man, y'all, the reason I was stumbling through a little bit of that is because these niggas got shit in quotes stumbled through. Well, man, that shit is crazy, man. Like, I don't know, man. So I watched the podcast. I watched the docu-series all the way through. I'm pretty sure it's 3 episodes, an hour a piece, a little over an hour on one of them or something like that. I don't understand how they can watch this shit, Forbes, whoever wrote this article, and say treated like prisoners in quotations. I mean, we saw it. There's video evidence of this stuff. This Forbes article is written by Mary Whitfield Roloffs. Mary Whitfield Roloffs. Yeah, I don't know why'd you decide to be so parsing in your words, Mary? You know what I mean? I don't know, but let me play a little bit more of this trailer.
They were being treated like prisoners.
I had never done drugs in my entire life, but in order for me to graduate, I had to confess to using heroin, crack, cocaine, LSD.
They dehumanize the kids, that these kids are liars and manipulators. They use that to create compliance.
Whoa.
It's hard to comply with something that you know is wrong.
We have these handwritten, signed and dated confessions of abuse.
Oh my God. They use physiological experiences to manipulate the mind.
It's meant to break you.
And see, that is the part that is the culty part, right? So it's called cons, cults, and kidnapping. The con is that you're taking your child to a place where they're going to get better, right? The cult is the part where they do the mind control and they get you to try to manipulate your peers, right? So you get in the program and you gotta, to pass through the program, you gotta fucking manipulate your peers as well as being manipulated by the people, right? So I'm gonna talk about some shit real quick before we get too far in here, okay? So this girl, Catherine, she's making this documentary, like we said. She's hold on, I'm trying to bring up this damn. Boom. That's a terrible picture of her, but I can't really find another picture. It's taking me too long. So we're gonna go with this one. Sorry, Catherine. So Catherine, this is a filmmaker since before she even went to the school, right? She meets up with all these people who used to be locked up with her at the same place. And the documentary started, and that her intention of the documentary was to just, get over her trauma, reunite with some of the people who were there, get their testimony, and like I said, just get over their trauma. Well, it got bigger. It turned into something bigger. But let's just start with Ivory Ridge. What did I just say? Ivy Ridge. So we're gonna start up with the Academy of Ivy Ridge. Ivy, man, say that shit 10 times fast. Ivy Ridge. Okay. So anyway, Ivy Ridge was taking these kids just like Dr. Phil now. Now check it out now. What did we just say? Dr. Phil is a menace, okay? He's also not a doctor. Well, it depends on what kind of doctor you are, because you can be a doctor and have a doctorate and not be a doctor, which is what I'm pretty sure he has. I'm pretty sure he has a doctorate. Just going through these comments. Philmade says Dr. Phil signed Bad Bunny, it's instantaneous. It's insanity. Yeah, that's true. Bad Bunny did get a whole career by being on the Dr. Phil show. But it's okay. If it was back in my day, I'd have you outside and I'd whoop your ass. Ophelia says, America sure loved the idea of tough love to the point where it's basically just abuse. That's what the whole point of this. That's like the entire thing I get out of this. Is like niggas will do anything to not have to deal with their kids. Well, hold on. Because you probably want to say it's just white people who do this, right? Rich white people. It was niggas in there. It was black people in Ivy Ridge. So it's not just white people who fall for this. You know who the number one culprit of falling for it was? Christians. Christians. Let me say it again now. The number one people who fell for this was Christians. Christians. Now, Morgan says, Ivy Ridge 10 times fast. Oh, that's very cute. Very cute. Yeah, he met her outside. And also he says, nope. Read it again. I can't read that. I don't know what that says. It's too small. Oh, I know old niggas love them same tough love. Love them some tough love. Excuse me. Oh, I know old niggas love them some tough love. That's what Ophelia said. Morgan says people don't want to deal with the problem kids, period. It has nothing to do with race. He's right. Christians. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading because it's very tiny. These people's parents, these kids, they parents got this information from people that they would be going to church with. You know, hey, man, I'm having trouble with Billy. Billy been acting up. Well, you know what I did when Bryce started acting up? What'd you do when Bryce started acting up? Bryce was acting up? Yes, he's in college now. But the way we helped him is we sent him to Ivy Ridge when he was about 16 years old, 15 years old. They had kids in there that were like 12 years old. And the like kind of the files, man, the amount of paperwork that these people kept, like you saw in here, the amount of paperwork that they had to go back and like prove the physical abuse. Like, you got guys, look at this. Look at this. This is crazy, man. You got people, children, hog-tied and laying down on their back and on their stomach, and these niggas would put their legs in these niggas' back and shit. Like they George Floyding these dudes, man, suffocating these dudes. And they even had a situation where one of these guys got killed. Look at all this paperwork that just is left over from the facility. So they go to this facility that they all used to stay in, and all of this shit's still there. It's almost like people just said, all right, y'all gotta go and y'all gotta leave, and they shut the bitch down, and everybody just left everything. There weren't nobody was like actually keeping any of this for evidence. You know what I'm saying? They just shut down nobody got any real consequences out of this. Spoiler alert. Like, this was really, really, really fucked up. Like Morgan says here, our youth group worked very closely with one of these camps that's still active now. Yeah. That's how it happened to Morgan. I think Morgan, if I'm not mistaken, you had dealt with something similar to this, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like this shit happens every day, and it's happening right now. I just want to play a little bit more of this. I just want to play a little bit more of this trailer because it can say some of the things better than I can.
Here at 3 in the morning, and they said I was not allowed to talk anymore, and you can never leave.
Had to confess to using heroin, crack, cocaine, LSD.
They dehumanize the kids, that these kids are liars and manipulators. They use that to create compliance.
It's hard to comply with something that you know is wrong.
That dude had the toughest time up in there. Like, just want to get to the.
Oh my God. They use physiological experiences to manipulate the mind.
It's meant to break you. Palms up, palms down.
It is literal brainwashing.
You are at fault. You are to blame.
Woo! This shit right here. This moment in the fucking doc was crazy. So this goes into the like mind control shit, right? Like the manipulation. They had them bitches doing that shit. Palms up, palms down, palms together, palms up, palms down, palms together, palms up, palms down, palms together, palms up, palms down, palms together. And they said they had to say that shit for like 8 hours straight. Okay? Like, look, that shit ain't really that tough. I did it for like a minute while they was talking about it. 8 hours, my nigga, and you can't look off into nothing. You have to fucking sit there, and this is just in the seminars that they have. You know, like they said, like a old girl said, Catherine. She said, you can't talk, you can't go home, you can't go outside. Only time they went outside was to go to another part of the facility, and they would bus them. They couldn't even walk across to the other facility. They'd have to get in a bus to just drive across the other side of the facility, like right here, and then boop, come right back. That's it. You couldn't look at someone directly in the eyes. Like you couldn't acknowledge the other people in your academy, in your school. You know what I'm saying? These kids ain't even learning nothing, dog. Like they not even learning. They just getting their ass whooped all the time. And like you could see like in the trailer, like some of these people were not willing to keep putting up with the shit, man. Like people was like, fuck that. I'm gonna break up out of here, or I'm gonna fight these niggas today. And then, you know, but then you realize you're a fucking 13-year-old, 14-year-old, and you're dealing with a fucking 30, 40-year-old grown-ass man and woman. The women's side of the program didn't have cameras. So we don't have evidence, the physical evidence of people getting their ass whooped on the women's side, but they had women doing the same things. One girl talked about how this really fat bitch named Miss Sissy is the bitch. I hated that bitch. God damn. They interviewed some of these people who work there after the fact. So this is why I'm able to talk about this lady, man. This fat bitch sat on this girl's chest. This girl's got to be 15, 16 years old at the time. She sat on this girl's chest. She's at least 200 pounds heavier than this girl. And then they put their hands over her nose and her mouth so she would pass out. And then she like ended up just like giving up so that they would just let her. They were trying to put pills in the girl's mouth. Man, let me tell you something. Let me find out that you did my daughter like that. It's on and popping. I could not believe they had not one story of these kids coming back and gatting up one of these employees. Like they were able to find them real easy. Like they not making themselves hard to find. If you knew their names when you were at the program, they were able to find these people easy. And they would just talk to them. The lady that they met, Miss Missy, the fat bitch, they was in a diner. They saw her. They went up to her. They said, "Hey, we was one of your subordinates. We was one of your slaves when we worked at this place." Like, she was just like, "Oh yeah, cool. How y'all doing? Y'all look good. How your family?" Like that kind of shit. Like it was just casual. And they asked her if she would talk about the shit on camera. She was like, "Yeah." And she just willingly divulged a bunch of stuff, man. Like, but to Morgan's point, Morgan was talking about hold on. Morgan was saying the sexual abuse and mind control go hand in hand with these things usually. Now, that's what I want to talk about. Like Miss Sissy talking about how before they got cut off before she could finish elaborating on what I'm about to say. But there's one point where she says, now, let me tell you, with the gay girls, with the girls that were gay, I had to do, those were the most difficult ones. We had to, what I used to do with the gay ones. And then they cut her off because the diner is kicking them out for talking about Ivy Ridge because a lot of people are in favor of Ivy Ridge. Man, I just broke my blunt, man. I just broke my blunt, y'all. That's a sad, sad story. But anyway, a lot of these people were fans of the Ivy Ridge being there, the school being there, because they were making money. Like the people were working there, even though there was shitty jobs and ain't no jobs in this area. So they were making a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. Othelia says, this is basically how they treat convicts. Man, you couldn't be any more dead on with that statement. But convicts actually got it better than these kids got it. Because when they go to sleep, they got to sleep back on their back with their palms out and their arms out like this or like this. So they got to sleep in the bed like this, and they can't have their eyes open because staff will walk by and check you see if your eyes is open or not. That's crazy, dog. Are you for real? Othelia says, how they ain't getting sued? They not getting sued because they got big time lobbyists. And also they work like McDonald's work. So they hit you with a franchise situation. They hit you with a franchise situation where they basically say there's a big company. The company's name is WASP, WWASP. Can't remember what all those things stand for, but it's an acronym. It's called WASP. These motherfuckers own a bunch of different types of companies that they franchise out so that they can use the same program. And that goes to what Morgan was talking about, how they got these things all over the country, man. They got them all over the world, actually. They got them in Mexico, Germany, Switzerland, all that stuff. All those places, excuse me. Now, 9 points out here, the DA just opened an investigation into Ivy Ridge Academy. Yes, that is true. That just happened like a day ago, 2 days ago, or something like that. I was just watching a news report where they say if there's any more cases or anything else that you want, that you have information on, come to him and he will prosecute whoever he can, because it's a vast conspiracy. It's not an overlook. It's not something that you just missed. You know what I'm saying? You don't just miss this kind of stuff. Somebody is making this happen. Somebody is a part of letting this happen. People, hold on. People these days, man, there's a lot of money out there. Let me put it like this. There's a lot of fucking money out there. And it's not too many people. Honestly, there's not too many people who won't take a fuck ton of money knowing that kids is getting abused over here. They'll look the other way. You give me a bunch of money to look the other way. Okay, I don't know what's going on over here. I got plausible deniability. That's what's happening with the employees, the lower level people. But when it comes to the people who really control it, these motherfuckers know what's going on, and they try to keep it going and act like they don't know what's going on.
It's
they know what's
unbelievable.
going on. Let me go into this news report from Spectrum News 1.
That we had something like that, right here in the North Country.
Gary Pasqua is St. Lawrence County's district attorney.
I think Ivy Ridge probably sold itself as something very different than what it was.
From the moment Netflix dropped a documentary on the former academy.
Hold on, did he say they presented themselves to be something more than what? Yes. That's why you should be looking into it, nigga. Goddamn, fucking gumshoe.
Academy at Ivy Ridge near Ogdensburg. He says his phone has been ringing from students of that academy ever since.
I think the level of the physicality that these kids clearly went through from the videos that were shown in the documentary was above and beyond, I think, that anyone understood.
The documentary, titled The Program, Cons, Cults, and Kidnapping, was put together by a former student of the academy, a place with 460 students at its peak, taking in $3,500 a month from each of their families.
Certainly it sold itself as a high school and a learning institution where these kids were getting an education.
But the documentary was
yo,
including those that came to
What's up, live from Michigan?
Live from Michigan, it's your boy 9 from 9 Nerd Yards. Oh, look at that. I can do this one today.
Yeah, I can't control anything. For some reason, I can't do it from this laptop.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, that's strange. Yeah. Well, appreciate you. You know, he's been out here throwing up them gang signs, you know what I'm saying? Giving me these links, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to 9. Right now we got 70 people watching. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going. Appreciate all y'all. Let's keep it pushing though. You know what I'm saying? Send it to your friends. Send it to some people, man. Send it to your grandmama. I send it to my grandmama. If my grandmama was alive, I'd send it. Like, my dear, there's some niggas on TV talking about comic books, movies, and shit. They talk about Hey, I'm telling my grandmama everything I'm doing if she was alive with us today. She was very sweet, angry woman, but but a sweetheart at the same time. No doubt. Morgan says, "What up, 9?" He said, "Hey, 9." Morgan says, "Christian private schools make the same lies that." Excuse me. I was looking at 9's background. Christian private schools make the same lies that guy said in the clip. Laugh out loud. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Let me go back to sharing this. I think I got it
in 2005, when the Attorney General found the academy was never accredited and in essence offered diplomas that meant nothing. Instead, it presents a much darker existence, claims from students that staff were abusive, mentally, physically, and sexually.
God damn. Like, mentally, physically, and sexually. What else is there?
The trifecta.
The trifecta. I mean, what else is there?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
right.
Goddamn.
Spiritually, I guess.
Oh, yeah, spiritually. I guess they never, you know what? That's a good point.
Be possessed.
This is a bunch of Christians. Like, this is a Christian organization, basically, but they never talked about Christianity. They never studied the Bible. They never did nothing like that.
It's the crazy hardcore parts of the Bible that they're teaching.
Yeah, the part in the Old Testament where they say, if you can beat a slave nearly to death, but if he doesn't die in 3 days, then
you did a good job.
You didn't. Then it's not a sin. But if you kill him and if you kill him and he dies after 3 days, it's not a sin. If you kill him and he dies before the 3 days, that's a sin.
Right.
That's a sin. So those niggas like waiting for the sun to go down. Like, oh goddamn, this nigga die, I'm going to hell. If this nigga die, my wife making me go to church. We gotta keep this nigga alive. That's the type of shit that they reading in their Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll see. Othelia says, "Ain't no hate quite like Christian love." Woo! Shit. Put that on a t-shirt, goddamn. Engrave that into a watch. Give that away, baby. Give that away. Everybody needs that right there. Everybody need to hear that. Ain't no hate quite like Christian love, man. You ain't never told a lie. You ain't said nothing slick to a can of oil. I'm about to drink to that. Shout out to y'all who are watching right now. Take a shot if you want. Drinking is encouraged, but not necessary. No peer pressure. Now, I don't know how long you've been watching.
Been dipping in and out. I'm curious about this show here, though. I kind of get the premise. How many episodes is this?
3 episodes, but welcome to the stage.
Oh,
Speaking of 3 episodes, is 3 niggas. It's welcome to the stage. Producer T.
What's going on, guys?
We doing good, man. We doing good. We're sitting here talking about the hot new show on Netflix. And I think it shot up to the number 3 show on Netflix. It might be number 1 now. The Program, Cons, Cults, and Kidnapping. We also talked a little bit about Beau DeMayo. If y'all want to talk about that in a little bit, let me know. You know what I'm saying? We can always switch. We can go back and forth, honestly.
I forgot to put it in the chat. Hold on. Did y'all? It was a news story that just came out about the guy who unalived himself, who was testifying against Boeing, and his friends like going to the news saying like, no, he didn't. He even told me that if he were to mysteriously pass away, he did not kill himself. And so with this then the Octopus Project, I'm like, look, see, we're living it. Why do we need this documentaries? We are living it.
That's crazy because we was just talking about that last week. We was just talking about the Octopus murders. And then this dude killed himself allegedly.
That is crazy. In the middle of being deposed.
Right. In the middle of the deposition.
Yeah, for y'all who don't know, producer T is talking about this recent situation that happened. There was a whistleblower for the Boeing situation. He was actually a security officer. He used to do all the security checks all over the country for Boeing airplanes. He specifically called out Spirit Airlines really bad, but at any rate, he was calling all these people out. He was supposed to be deposed and also go into Congress, all this stuff. Murdered. Okay. And it's just like companies like that and companies like the one that we're talking about with the program, WASP. Those companies have such big, they have such a big lobbying industry. They have such big lobbyists. They can do whatever the fuck they want because nobody's gonna challenge you if you throwing money at them. We talking about a company that makes for every child that's in lockup, basically, because this is prison. For every child that's in lockup, that's $75 per child. And I think the capacity allows you to have like 600 kids. Like some places got like 600 kids. Some people got 200 kids. Some people ain't got nothing but 50. But there's so many all over the world. It just accumulates. It's like if I was just getting $100 for every kid, but it should, so we just gonna round up to 100 since it's 75. Like if you getting $100 for every kid, then goddamn, you got 1 million kids, nigga. You fucking balling. And we know they got more than that. We talking about way more than that. And we're just talking about Ivy Ridge was from 2001 to 2009. There's other ones that have existed since the early 90s. So let's see here. Morgan says nobody challenges Jesus Incorporated, who is the biggest current promoter of this. Yeah, man. Like I said, that's how, because we're gonna get into how these people were manipulated. The parents were manipulated as well. I'm trying to bring up this article. Or no, this story. What is this? CNN.
Oh yeah, it's just an article. What is
I linked the video though that I was talking about.
Yeah, let's bring up the video for everybody here. Ba-bum. Sorry, I'm producing by myself today. I'm just bop it back. Oh, it's got a commercial. I'm the only one who can hear it. Not gonna bother y'all with that. So yeah, this is talking about the Boeing incident. I mean, situation. And the only reason we talking about this is because of the conspiracy. We're gonna throw this in here with it. This is a conspiracy element, and you know we got to talk about conspiracies on this motherfucker right here. It's the drunk Bantha bunch. Gotta talk about it. I'm trying to share it right now. Boo, 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 boo. So yeah, this is a little bit of information on this right here, y'all.
I know that he did not commit suicide. There's no way.
First tonight, our investigative reporter Ann Emerson.
Yo, what? Hold on. First of all, I know this is kind of disrespectful for me to do right now, just because we're talking about something very serious. But local news is some of my favorite shit. Like, you never know what you're gonna get. Look at this hair, though. Is this not what is going on?
Oh, come on, it's okay.
No, what is proof that I've been saying for years? Let's get some more black people in hair and makeup, okay? We need more black people in hair and makeup because people don't know how to tell you, like, okay, we don't, we can do better. We can make this better. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I'm saying why we need it. We need more. I'm trying to advocate for more black people, makeup and hair. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's kind of a thing on the Drunk Banthas. I'm trying to look out.
It's a Hollywood thing, definitely.
It's a Hollywood thing, but okay. But we're gonna keep pushing.
Whistleblower John Barnett, a close family friend of Barnett, says he predicted he might wind up dead. That a story could surface that he killed himself, but he told her, "Don't believe it." And
Tessa, Barnett's family.
Damn, that's the same thing, nigga, from the Octopus murders. His brother told him, right? That's crazy. The parallel.
And Jennifer said they had talked about this exact scenario playing out, but his words seemed like a premonition. He told her, "Don't ever believe it."
I knew John because his mom and my mom are best friends. And so over the years, get-togethers, birthdays.
Jesus, man. Southern people, man. Golly. This lady that could have said this could have been a 1-minute video. She's talking forever.
Celebrations
I am curious to know what Netflix show this is from. It says courtesy Netflix.
I don't know, man. You're right. That's interesting.
So what show was he on? Was it the Max when they did that Max documentary? The Boeing 757
they had a
Oh, you know what?
This
might be this is the when the whatchamacallit disappeared. The Max, the 740 Max, is that what it was? The 720 Max or something like that? The airplane?
No, I'm talking about the Max cases when the plane, how it would keep
automatically dip down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's a 720 Max or something like that. And the sensors on it would tell it there's like a big bar that goes across the plane, and the weight, it was weighted to move and adjust in case you as a pilot get some drag and you have the nose tilts, it would tilt it back according to the sensor. But it was so sensitive.
They didn't tell the other pilots of other countries what's the workaround when it does that. They just were like, no, we don't need to tell them people.
And they didn't have them do any tests. Like, they did simulations, not flight tests, because they wanted to keep people out there longer. And because, like, if I do the test, then I have to lose flights, right? Because I lose pilots. But also, the reason that foreshadowing, that is just foreshadowing what happened on the plane that was going to Seattle, or what is it, somewhere in Washington, where the door flew off. That plane was actually commissioned to be repaired, but they wanted to get one more flight out of it. It was going to be repaired the next day. It was set to be grounded the next day. But they wanted to get one more flight out of it, even though they could have just fucking did it the day of. So they knew that the shit was fucked up. They knew that that door was liable to fall off, and it did. So, you know, it's a level of corruption that's going on here, y'all. You got to be paying attention.
We've all got together and talked, and you know, that's how we really know each other.
And when Jennifer needed help one day, Barnett came by to see her. They talked about his upcoming depositions in Charleston. Jennifer knew he filed an extremely damaging complaint against Boeing. He says the aerospace giant retaliated against him when he blew the whistle on unsafe practices. For more than 30 years, Barnett was a quality manager.
By the way, if you're a whistleblower in a situation like this, your company actually can't fire you. That's actually illegal. So the fact that they're not supposed to have any ability to take any retaliation out on you, it's like a part of it. It's like a congressional law that was
I
passed.
wonder how Boeing's stock is doing right now.
It's probably doing wonderful because ain't nobody fucking stopping taking no plane rides. Like ain't nobody not flying because it takes.
Ooh, it's pretty bad actually.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Ain't nobody not flying. That's a fact. People probably removing their money from the stock, like, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and buy out now. Because even if it wasn't really going to do like bad for them, once you start seeing, as a stock owner, you start seeing just a little trickle down, you're like, oh no, let me get my motherfucking money up out of here. This is a stock that has never gone down for me in the time that I've owned it. And now it's going down. Let me get that shit up out of there. So you know, you can kind of see that sometimes. I mean, you know, that's a trend in all stocks. As soon as I see it go down, I'm gonna get up out of there. And the problem with them is they may never be able to recover without some good PR, because it's people like us keeping the onus on this, you know, keeping people looking at this shit. You know, it's people like the program keeping the eyeballs on this type of corruption, because these days we literally don't get nothing done unless it's people like us actually doing investigations. Like investigative reporting is done, man. This stuff comes from TikToks and videos. Like you saw the video of the wheel falling up out of the sky as the plane was taking off. The Boeing airplane, the wheel fell out.
Yeah, the wheel just boop.
Everybody's cars and shit, destroyed a whole bunch of people's cars. Like nobody luckily was in the parking lot when it happened, but like that's literally like 1 in a million type chance that nobody was in a parking lot where cars are parking, and like just so happened nobody got hurt. Just so happened nobody got hurt when the door flew off. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're teeter-tottering on an event that may happen that changes how we look at all this stuff.
He'd recently retired and moved back to look after his mom in Louisiana.
He wasn't concerned about safety because I asked him, I said, aren't you scared? And he said, and his voice and the way he would talk, no, I ain't scared. He said, but if anything happens to me, it's not suicide.
That's damning, in my opinion. But we know from the Octopus Murders documentary that don't hold up in court. Like that don't mean nothing is gonna happen. That don't mean anybody's even gonna investigate it. But if I'm not mistaken, they are investigating this right now, right?
I mean, someone's got to be looking into it.
I guess so. I think so, because I mean that's why it's on their local news and stuff.
Yeah, let's continue.
You know, I know that he did not commit suicide. There's no way. He loved life too much. He loved his family too much. He loved his brothers too much to put them through what they're going through right now.
And he basically
kind of
told
looks like
you
the
not to believe it.
Margaritaville guy.
Damn, what's his name?
Jimmy Buffett?
Is it Jimmy Buffett? Yeah. I think that's Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, I was getting that vibe when I saw him in that one like Hawaiian shirt.
I think Jimmy Buffett lives in Miami now, and shout out to him.
Well,
I'm about to drink a shot of tequila to Jimmy Buffett right now. I'm about to let Jimmy Buffett rock. Well, they killed Jimmy Buffett. Look at this. This is ridiculous. He does look like Jimmy Buffett for real.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Not true. He's got too much to do. likes breathing. And he did. He had a lot of plans of things that he wanted to do.
What do you think happened?
Sorry, you know a Southern nigga got things to do. So Southern whites, Southern blacks, we got things to do. We plan shit out weeks and weeks ahead, man.
This man had a crawfish boil. He said he from Louisiana. This man had a crawfish boil next month.
Yes, he was going out on the boat. He was going shrimping. He was gonna go find some shrimp. He was gonna come back with some gator meat, something. He was coming back. With
You know that's the dude all the girls be texting being like, "Can we go out on the boat this weekend?"
Oh hell yeah! You know
that's
he
the
be
dude right
oh
there.
hell yeah,
That's
because
the
he
man.
got good weed too. He got a good job. Obviously, he worked at
Yeah, he on that retirement.
Man,
Come on,
yes.
Yeah, you know he had a pension.
He ain't on retirement. He quit, or he
retired.
I thought he fired. What did? Well, maybe what I'm thinking of is like he got forced out because
Yeah, he probably got forced to
Yeah,
retire.
he got
but
forced out.
he retired though.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, he got forced out. They made his life a living hell. But that's what happens when you fighting the man. You know what I'm talking about? He fighting the man.
I think somebody got in there and made, money can buy anything nowadays, it seems like. And there's a lot of evil in this world. I think
Always been evil in this world. Money always been able to buy anything.
somebody didn't like what he had to say and wanted to shut him up and didn't want it to come back on anyone. So that's why they made it look like a suicide.
The last time she saw Barnett, it was at her father's funeral in late February. He was one of the pallbearers. Sometimes family and friends referred to him by his middle name, Mitch.
I think everybody is in disbelief and can't believe it. And I told everybody that
Like 3 weeks ago? He's going 3 weeks ago.
know
Nah, man, that's fucked up.
You know what's crazy? That's exactly the amount of time that Danny Castellaro when he talked to his brother, the last time his brother saw him, he didn't actually talk to him on the phone. He saw him in person. He said, "If I die, it's not a suicide." And then 3 weeks later, he died. The last time she saw him was 3 weeks. He said, "If I die, it ain't a suicide." And then boom, he's dead 3 weeks later. I don't know if it's just take that long
arrange the hit.
to arrange the hit or something like that. But I mean, kill somebody in 3 weeks.
I guess from the time they make their threat statute, they give you about 3 to 4 weeks to get your shit together, or they gonna get you.
Get your life insurance together, nigga.
Like you got a month.
7 days.
Yeah, and that's also a good thing, like a thing to look at when somebody at that age like takes their own life. Like usually they will set up they'll make sure that they life insurance and shit like that is
they leave
all
notes.
set up.
Didn't leave a note.
They usually leave a note. Well, even Danny Castellaro left a note allegedly. You can fake a note. That's easy to fake.
Yeah, wait. So did it say that this guy left a note or what?
No, I did not hear anything about a note being left. You gotta also remember
sloppy
things that are in a police report sometimes don't get divulged to the public.
Yeah.
Like in certain states, like so in Florida, the reason we hear so much about Florida man, this Florida man, that Florida woman, is because in the state of Florida, when an arrest happens or when something like that happens, they have to divulge everything that they found at the scene of the crime.
What do they call that? Sunrise laws or something? Sunnyside up laws?
It's some shit that they call it in Florida. It's only in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. Like
Right. Yeah.
nobody else does this shit.
About Florida man.
Right. Because you like Florida man arrested with meth says a bunny rabbit gave it to him. Like it's like well
it's like the headlines have to report everything except for like the name of the person. So you always get
Exactly. So, and sometimes you're able to use the person's name depending on what the situation is. Like, I think they can use it at all times. They just like, let's be respectful.
I think they all agree that they wanted to create the myth of one person who was doing all this. I think they like at one point they were doing it to try to maybe like give them some sense of like hiding and shame,
ambiguity.
But hold into it.
Absolutely. And so, like in this situation, we don't have that information, right? Like This didn't happen in Florida, so we don't. There may be a note, but we don't. They didn't tell us about it. Or like, what if they found the note, but they think that it's bullshit, so they don't want to release that information to the public? You know what I'm saying? It's open investigation. If I'm not mistaken, the federal government is involved in this because he was a federal witness, like he was about to be deposed by the federal government, and they don't play that shit. Like the one thing that the Department
of Justice,
the DOJ, they don't play around about losing. That's the one thing they don't fucking like to do. They do not fucking like losing. That's why some of the biggest, like you see all these corrupt entities that have shit that happened, like in the octopus murders. You got all this corruption going on. These motherfuckers committing murders and doing crazy drug deals and all this shit. But then you got that one federal agent who is running up on all this shit. You know what I'm saying? His investigation leads him to this shit. And then he can't clear this shit off his books. He can't clear this case off his books because it's some fucking CIA shit. They hate that shit. They hate that shit because I can't get my shit closed. And so DAs sitting there working all this time, man. I'm putting in all this work. I'm doing all this fucking typing up this art, man. Then goddamn nigga gets off, or this nigga gets assassinated, or somebody throws him off of a fucking building. Like that's so fucking annoying. So I think they're gonna get to the bottom of this for real. I don't think this is this ain't 91. This ain't 84. You can't just kill a nigga and nobody know what happened. You know what I mean? Like, so if nothing comes of this Boeing situation, I think we're gonna get a what you call it? If nothing happens with this Boeing information, man, I think we'll have a whole nother documentary with 3 hours on Netflix talking about this dude. Or just add him to the octopus murders, right? Because we find out in that documentary that all this shit is kind of connected. Like, you may think that this mysterious situation over here is not related to this other mysterious situation that happened 7 years ago, but it ends up them shits is related. It's crazy. We got a lot of comments. I ain't been getting to these motherfuckers. Let me go up. Okay, here we go. Film Age got it in right here. He just said what I just said. Another tentacle has appeared, boy. Like, this shit getting real. Morgan says, "Hail Hydra." Othelius be on me, man. That should be funny. So he said, "Damn, Bill got to call the sister out." He talking about the news reporter. Look, I'm serious. Off top, man. We got to get more people in. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. She on television that people get paid to make her look good. That's bullshit. Let's see here. We got more comments. Morgan just said Boeing has a whole series of fails lately. Look up the hydraulic hose leaking. What? Hydraulic hose? He got hose? Boeing got hose? That must be a dope plane ride. I don't know what you're talking about. Hose. Sound like a great time. Little Frothy said, "This is so sad. Murdered for doing the right thing." Yeah, man, it is sad. That's why I'm trying to man. It's like every time we do this show, it's sad. this Bantha bunch is nothing but a bunch of sad shit. Let's see here. Othela says, "Nah, them niggas did that shit." Yeah, I think you might be right. Let's see here. Yep, I'm right. Film A says, "Oh shit, Bill, you right. It's another tentacle, baby. It's another tentacle. Hose In every area code. Film age, you know, you got hoes leaking in every area code. And then Morgan says, damn, we aging ourselves tonight. Area code? Area code? Yes, nigga. That's a timeless song. You know what I'm saying? Get your hoes up. Quit letting your hoes leak all over the place. Let's go back to our man right here. Oh, we don't need to go back to him, man. That's a sad story. Dude is, man, I heard about that and I was like, dude did not deserve that, man. But you know, that's a thing here in America, committing assassinations. The dude who came up, what was his name? I can't remember his name right now. Damn. But the dude who put the Freeway Ricky Ross story out, he worked for the Sacramento Bee. Why can't I remember this nigga's name? I can remember his job. I can remember everything he did. Can't remember his name. But he was assassinated. He was writing a whole book on the stuff that he was finding. He got Freeway Ricky Ross released from prison because of the stuff that he found. Like, this stuff happens, man, and there's another tentacle across the theory of octopus murders, man. Somebody out there making it happen. Let's see here. Frothy says you guys should add posthumous horror.
That's so dark, Frothy.
Yeah, I'm like posthumous honors. Like
I don't want to. You know, hopefully that category is very sparse.
Yeah, I hope it's one. I hope it's one that we just give that award away. Yeah, posthumous honors at the drunkies.
I was like, what the fuck word are you trying to say? Like posthumous?
Posthumous. Look, we don't. Why are you using that word on this show? That's what I want to know. Why are you using that word on this show? Yeah, 9. I mean, Film Age. Look at this. That is dark, Frothy, but it made me laugh. Yes. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody. Sarah said, we can't forget this guy. Yes, we won't, but we don't have to have that award. We don't have to have that award. We can just celebrate them every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. We ain't got to do that. Yeah, man, exactly. Othelia said, Bill, like these damn SAT words. Like, goddamn, man. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? And the shit is so tiny. This computer is so far away. Like, y'all writing in these fucking SAT words. Morgan got goddamn 3-syllable words coming at me early in the podcast. Sarah coming in here with like demonic words and shit. Like, like, but yeah, man, what was I saying? Oh, we jumping back and forth. What y'all think about my theory, which I know is not a theory, it's real, okay? Like I was talking about at the beginning of the show, Beau DeMayo fired. Creator of the X-Men 1997, a brother.
This is one of those times where it's just like I don't have enough reach and knowledge of people to where I can get to the bottom answer, and this is really eating me up because I was just like, damn it, this is what happened. Any other time I could figure out who did it, but I don't know anybody that really.
You're in luck.
A Marvel like that could like give me the skinny and the scoop.
You're in luck, brother. Wow. You in luck. I'm here to give you the skinny. I'm here to give you the scoop. Scoop of ice cream in this bitch, okay? Chocolate ice cream. Chocolate hot ice cream because
wow, bro. He already did. They say he did 2 seasons. He already had the second season done.
Yes, he already had the second season done. He gets fired. He also already worked on a whole bunch of Marvel projects. He wrote Moon Knight. You know what I'm saying? So they clearly like this dude, right? But I think he got fired because of his OnlyFans page. It's known out there.
Because of the you think it's because of the OnlyFans?
Yes, it's out there, man. He had an OnlyFans page, and
But
the
it,
thing is, he
but
had
wasn't
it
it like
back in the day.
wasn't a non-sexual one though?
I don't think
That's
so.
what I don't think he was like showing booty hole and stuff.
No. From my source says that he has a lot of provocative things on his social media, like his Instagram. He actually took down all of his social media 2 days before he got fired. Okay. People don't know that. He took down all his social media 2 days before they announced that he was fired. Then they announced that he's fired, so then nobody can go find the stuff that I'm talking about, right? But he apparently had a lot of provocative photos, like sexual photos on his Instagram. Hold on. Othelia says conspiracy, brother, on to something. Look, I'm telling you, I am conspiracy, brother. And I am on to something right here. I'm trying to tell you now. Listen, the nigga who had the OnlyFans page when he was writing for Moon Knight. Right? He had the OnlyFans page when he was doing other stuff.
Yeah, he's had it for a while.
He's had it, right? Now I'm thinking maybe showing booty holes is crazy, but I think maybe that might have been what's going down. I don't know exactly how his OnlyFans works. I just know that this is the scuttlebutt out there in the world. We can put together, these little dots, you know what I'm saying? Connect little things. Y'all weren't here, but I said this is reckless speculation right here. We are recklessly speculating. Okay. I don't come at me. Them problems is good problems. I think that the nigga got fired from his OnlyFans because it has to be an administrative HR thing, right? It ain't we don't like his stuff because, like you just said, Terry, the dude already wrote season 2. They clearly liked season 1 enough where they was like, hell yeah, give me season 2. And he was working on season 3. So it's not his performance. It ain't that he can't stay on budget. It's not that. It's not this. It's not that. Now, the other theory I have is he was finger popping bitches at work. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they don't like for you to be fucking your subordinates. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's say he was fucking a girl in the writer's room or guy. Let's say
no, it had to have been a guy because he's gay.
Okay, so he's gay. What if he has in a relationship, he finger popping booty holes out here? What if it's one of his subordinates
around with the intern? He could have been.
Exactly. That is not. I mean, that is a fireable offense. It's not like illegal. You're not going to jail, but somebody in HR don't fuck with you. If somebody in HR don't fuck with you,
even if you say they're both consenting, they're like, well, that can turn to unconsent very soon, and that's going to make the whole company look bad.
Exactly. And then the company getting sued, and Disney ain't about that life. Get out of here.
Yeah, they'll fire you at the fire drop. Like, look at Gina gone. Talking about her free speech.
Exactly, man. Like, nobody gives a fuck about your free speech. But the fact of the matter is, you have free speech to a point, right? So,
when that free speech starts making me look bad, that's when it's the problem.
That's actually Disney. Not even free speech to a point. You really got free speech no matter what. You just have to deal with the consequences. Like, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Yeah, you're not going to get thrown into jail.
But, like, I mean, unless you say there's a bomb in the school.
Yeah, like say bomb or fire. Or
anything that's not a threat.
You know what I mean? Like, the way they got fired, like their free speech wasn't violated. They didn't go to jail for saying of things, but that company doesn't have to put up with that.
Absolutely.
They don't want what you're saying to reflect on them.
It's just like when people get mad that YouTube shut them down because they were saying wild shit. It's like, yo, son, when you get like monetized with YouTube, you are an employee basically. You contracted. You not. This ain't a privilege. Like,
yeah.
If I don't want you at my bar,
it's not a right.
If you come in
to be on the internet, it's not a right.
Exactly. You come into my restaurant. If I don't want you there, you got to get the fuck up out of there. I don't like you.
Right? Yeah. You can't come into my place and be like, "What up, nigger man?" You a white dude? It's like, no, bro, you can't be calling me that in my own establishment.
Especially even if my name is nigger man, like, like let's just go on the premise that my name is nigger man. Like, you can't just be running up in here calling me nigger man. Like, I don't know what the context you got. You don't even, because I don't know you. I don't even know that you know me. How do you know my name, nigger man? Don't be coming in here just calling me nigger man.
I pronounce Niger man.
It's the name of the restaurant. It's the name of the restaurant and shit. He come in there. He's like, "Hey man, I figured you the only nigga in here. I thought you was nigger man." But
I'm just surprised that like this happened all like a week before the premiere.
Right. And like another thing that's crazy about when like the writers or producer kind of gets fired from this, like that close, they still attend the premieres and still kind of do all the others. Like you'll get a writer who did like half a season and they'll still show up to the premiere and be like, "Yeah, I was right on this. I did like an episode," but they still get invited. So for him to not be anywhere near this project anymore,
yeah,
I'm kind of leaning that he might have did something.
He must have done something because like they wouldn't purposely yuck themselves this close.
You can't just secretly fire no gay black man who made the X-Men new season and then not give a reason of why you fired him. That's
it's two niggas. It's two niggas fired in less than 6 months from Marvel. Like two big time niggas fired from Marvel in less than 6 months. We got Jonathan Majors and now we got Beau DeMayo. And you know, I'm not saying that Jonathan Majors didn't do something. Like he didn't do something that I felt like was worth firing him. You know what I'm saying? He picked up the thing he messed up in doing is picking up a bitch and putting her into a vehicle. Like he should have just ran first. He ended up having to run anyway. He should have just ran first. Now, I don't know if there's video of Beau doing something crazy, you know what I'm saying? Slapping some nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like slapping his boyfriend, slapping some nigga that was getting too fresh with him at the club or something, whatever. I don't know. Maybe he got a DUI. I guess we would know that because TMZ be on that kind of shit. So
TMZ would be on that.
This has to be internal.
Somebody went to HR and was like, he sexually assaulted me or something like that, right?
Right. And even if there was, even if it's the OnlyFans page, even if it's the OnlyFans page, like, how did you come across that? Right? Like, how do you know that he got an OnlyFans? How did you not know? I'm just saying.
He was public about that OnlyFans page, like before his Instagram got scrubbed. Right. He just pretty much like, come see my OnlyFans. So that's why I'm kind of just like, I don't know if it was the OnlyFans thing.
That's what I'm saying. But if it, that's what I'm saying. So, but if it was, let's just say it was because of that. That means that they didn't know before that, right? There's no way that they care now and then they didn't care then, right? Because you just having them working on a bunch of projects this whole time, and then all of a sudden, boom, is OnlyFans. So that's what I'm saying. You could be right. There's ways to look at it from both ways. There's all kinds of reasons that it could have happened. And you know, maybe he was messing with what if he was messing with a woman? Don't want nobody to know he was messing with a woman. You know what I'm saying? He got his boyfriend at the crib. You don't want nobody to know he was finger popping his female. But maybe he was finger popping a dude over there. You
well, it's kind of crazy just because his it says here that his OnlyFans account was deleted, his Instagram account was deleted. So there's something going on with him.
No, that's what I was saying. No, he deleted all of that 2 days before it announced that's what I'm trying to tell you. Because the people I know, my sources, follow him. You see what I'm saying? My sources follow him, and he followed them as well on social medias. So that is how I know he deleted his shit 2 days before this all got announced. So yeah, there is nothing to find because he scrubbed everything himself, or maybe his publicist team or whatever. But that's why it's such a mystery. Because why would you scrub all that if it wasn't related to that? right? Like if it's not related to that, why get rid of that? That's why I feel like there's some connection. Maybe he was sleeping with a subordinate, like with an employee on his on his OnlyFans, right? Like maybe he was popping cheeks on the OnlyFans with somebody that works at Disney as well. Or maybe he was popping cheeks with Bob Iger. I think he was popping cheeks with Bob Iger. I'm recklessly speculating. I'm wanting y'all to recklessly speculate as well.
He
Put
broke
it in
Bob's
the
heart.
comments.
Is that what you're trying to say? He broke Bob's heart, and Bob said, "You gotta get the
Yes.
fuck on out of here."
Yes,
I
he was.
saw you talking to Davion.
He said, "Hey man, what if he was slapping cheeks with Bob?" And then Bob was like, "Man, I found out you got a boyfriend. What the fuck? Fuck is that about?" Just saying. Crazier
Robert, it's
shit has
not like
happened.
that. Calm down, Robert. It's not like that.
He's like, "Come on,
You know
Bobby."
he called him Robert.
He called him Pretty Bobby. Yeah, he probably called him Robert, all distinguished. Make it dirty, make it sound nasty. Robert. Robert. What the fuck happened to you?
How
Robert?
wild is it gonna be if that actually is what comes out? we'd have to go back and like just send this prediction to TMZ and everybody and be like, we were the first ones to call it.
Yeah, for real. Othila said that's the real reason why the writer's strike happened. That's right. Finger popping. That's what buttholes. Okay. Showing booty holes on camera. That's the problem. Film Age says, I love how 9 is looking off in the distance while y'all are going off. Laugh out loud.
Sorry. I'm out of my element. I'm out of my element today.
He has no control. He is just a participant and a viewer at this point. So he is like,
God,
I don't
I'm
know what to
late.
do.
It's an hour ahead for me here.
That's right. That's right. And that's why we started going early, you guys. We started going every fucking Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. 7 p.m. Pacific time. I wanted to get to you guys early. You know what I'm saying? This is my basketball day. I had to watch everything late today. I got to watch it afterwards. Okay. I'm supposed to be watching basketball. It's Thursday. You know, shout out to Charles Barkley. Shout out to Shaq. Shout out to Kenny. Friends of the show. Shout out to Ernie. You know what I'm saying? Friends of the show. Friends of the show. Actually don't know if Shaq watches, but I did meet Shaq one time and he was real cool. I told him to watch. I don't know if he did, but what you gonna do? Can't make a nigga watch. You can't make Shaq do nothing. Okay.
There's a trailer for The Crow.
Ah man, yeah. That's, y'all gonna go see that?
I never saw the first Crow or the second
Me
one.
neither.
What? Well, I can tell you right now, the Does It Hold Up episode will be coming out soon on the week of that episode coming. I mean, that movie coming out. So look out for that. Does It Hold Up? The Crow. I don't know. Hadn't seen it in like 20 years, but I am gonna watch it.
Did y'all already go over Dune 2?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did I
we
miss
went over
that?
Dune 2. Well, we did it all together on the podcast.
Damn it,
What you want to say? That's what this channel, that's what this show is for. What you want to say about Dune 2?
No, the only thing I gotta say,
just saw it.
if you see Dune 2, you got to go see it in the 4DX. That was the only way to fully experience becoming Muad'Dim and riding that worm. When he learned how to ride the worm and you're with him, I clapped and cheered after it was done, because that 4DX is just a wild ride. You felt like you were riding that worm with him.
I 100% agree. If I'm gonna see a movie twice, I go see it in 4DX first, and then I go see it in like some other immersive way, or like, you know, they got the ICE theater in the Regal now, and I don't know why it's called ICE or whatever, but it's very immersive, and I've never seen one. Like, I saw Barbie in there, which was cool because like when they had that like Barbie scene where they in the party, where they had the big Barbie party scene and the kids started doing all the dances. You felt like you was in the party like this. It was like crystal ball effect in there, and it was just like doing all kind of shit. So I was like, that was kind of cool. So I want to see Dune in the ICE theater, but man, 4DX, I might have to pay to go see 4DX again.
I saw it Tuesday, and apparently Regal does a discount on Tuesday, so the ticket was only like $14, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah!"
Yeah, I got the little Regal pass thing. So when I go see a movie, when I see a 4DX, I think it's only $6 or $8, because they charge you for the surcharge of the different theater or whatever. Again, shout out to whoever bought me these. Somebody sent me some headphones.
Look cool.
They Neumanns. Neumann is a very dope German company. They make great speakers by Sennheiser. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. But yeah, they also make really dope microphones. They're like $1,200 to $2,800 for a microphone.
They used to have a really good party at South by Southwest where you could like get free drinks and test their equipment.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, shout out to whoever did that, even if it was an accident. Appreciate you.
Then next, I definitely want to go see Twisters in the 4DX. They showed the trailer for it and Dune, and I was like, well, that's the next movie I'm seeing in this bitch.
Yeah,
I had no desire to see Twisters until they gave me the preview of the 4DX, and then I was like, oh man, this is the movie. I'm probably gonna puke in this theater, but it's gonna be tight.
Yeah, it's interesting that you said that because that's another Does It Hold Up episode coming to you right around the same time that Twisters.
I have to rewatch Twisters. I remember watching it. I was big in all those crazy disaster movies.
Twister is like one of the first, like in the 90s. It's like one of the first big disaster movies. Now we had Earthquake in the 70s, early 80s, which is crazy. That's really bad. Like it's a bad disaster movie. It's one of the movies that I got to re-edit in films, like film audio film school. I had to put the sound to Earthquake, the movie. I still got that file somewhere, but yeah, it was dope. Like you got to take all the sounds; they're all scattered all over the place, and then you just got to figure out what goes with what and put it in there. Man, that shit was so goddamn stupid. That movie was bad. I only saw like 40 minutes of it. We had to do like 40 minutes. Really, really bad. But yeah, Twister, the first one of my favorite movies, like disaster movie or not. Like it was one of my favorite movies growing up. It was like 96.
What was that one with the volcano about Mount St. Helena erupting? And it had that scene where they were in the boat and the boat was kind of sinking, and then the old lady got out and she like walked through the lava to push the boat, and then she died because like you're not gonna like explode lava.
Is it something peak? Oh man, what is it?
Movie Mount St. Helens disaster.
Is it the one with Pierce Brosnan?
Surviving the Mount St. Helens disaster. St. Helens?
It might just be called St. Helen, yeah.
I don't know. I think something with a peak was right. I don't know.
Dante's Peak.
Dante's Peak. Was that it, or is that something else?
I think that's it. Because I think both of them. I think there's a St. Helen movie, and I think there's the Dante's Peak.
Dante's Peak. Yeah, that does have Pierce Brosnan in it.
Yeah.
And
it was Dante's Peak. You're right.
That's John.
I was like, something Peak. That sounds real familiar. That's right.
That's James Bond right there. James Bond. That's how I always remember it, because when I saw it for the first time, I was like, "Oh shit, James Bond saving people." And then there's the first scene of that movie. The white kids boil up in the hot spring because the goddamn volcano was getting ready to erupt, and so the hot spring boiled these niggas up. I was like,
all right, I don't really want to watch that movie now because at my place in Japan is at a hot spring and it is an active volcano. I remember I remember talking to the guy, like the realtor, and I was like, "There's not really earthquakes around this part of Japan, right?" He was like, "No, not at all. But there is the active volcano." I was like, "There's a what?"
It's like when you feel the earth shaking, that's not an earthquake. That's a
Like,
volcano
"Yeah," like,
erupting.
"Feel the earthquake. It's not an earthquake. It might be the volcano. So you're gonna want to have to get out of here." I was like, "God damn it!"
No, that's wild. I don't know what Lil Frothy's talking about here.
Linda Hamilton.
Backdraft. You don't remember the movie Backdraft about the fires that were happening? But I think that was also like an arson case. Like the firefighter was also creating fires or something.
That's another disaster movie. I got you. Let's see here. Oh,
And then we
Philmate
had
says
like
William
the double
Baldwin
asteroid movies.
and Robert De Niro was in that.
William Baldwin?
William Baldwin, it says.
Terrible Baldwin. That's one of the worst Baldwins.
Kurt Russell, Donald Sutherland, Robert De Niro. Never heard of this movie.
Me either. But it's a California-based fire film. That's why I'm a little
Well, yeah, that movie made me afraid of fires.
You should definitely be afraid of fires. It's a good, healthy fear that you got there. Philmate
I
says,
feel like it installed a good, healthy fear of like how fires spread and why you should sleep with the door closed in case there is a fire and all that other stuff.
it's a survival instinct, not to fuck with that shit. Philmate said, "Oh my god, the Crow remake trailer gives off serious Twilight vibes."
I haven't seen it. Y'all watched it?
You know
right?
what? You know what? I haven't. Fuck it. We got to pull that up because that was a good enough dig that make me look it up.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have like Twilight in my head so I can see what he's talking, because everybody else seems to be loving the trailer and talking about it's not as bad as I thought it was. It seemed like it was redeeming.
I'm doing this knowing that I'm gonna have to deal with what you call it after this. I'm gonna have to deal with YouTube after this. Just so y'all know, I'm gonna have to deal with YouTube, so it's gonna get demonetized. So go to the members only. You know what I'm saying? Hit the little thing. Give us it's $1. It's $1 a month. $1 a month, man. Just hit that thing. Contribute to us, man, because they're gonna fuck me up for this one. And I do it for y'all. It's a sacrifice. Oh, wait, where y'all go? Boom. There we go.
What's the first thing you liked about me?
I just want to do this the right way. I want to do this the right way.
Skin of a Killer Bella.
Y'all, we about to watch The Crow trailer. We're gonna get our commentary on this. We just have to see what this thing is talking about.
What's the first thing you liked about me?
I thought that you were quite brilliantly broken.
You feel like my person.
You feel like my person.
Hold on.
Who is she?
Do people say that?
Fucking no.
I'm like,
who's that actress though?
Do.
Who is that?
I don't know. We'll keep it going.
What's the worst thing you've ever done?
Oh, it's FKA Twigs.
Things. I shouldn't have seen any of it.
Julie! Please don't do that!
Hold on. So we doing a whole remake? Oh man. We did the soundtrack sounds dope. I mean, unless Ozzy Osbourne's not gonna be in it. The music is not gonna really be in it.
When someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. But sometimes something so bad happens that the soul cannot rest. Until you put the wrong things right. You were given the power of a god. But you're running out of time to save her. I'm gonna kill.
Damn, they definitely gonna demonetize this video. This nigga just shot this nigga's face off. The fuck? The fuck is that? What the absolute fuck is that, man? He just fucking shot this nigga's head off, man. Damn.
They usually don't show that. Like they
Exactly.
usually hold that. They usually like just will be like, "Oh look, he's about to shoot him in the head," and it cut it
That's some
right
Red Band.
there. So
Yo,
you can
what?
see it in the
Red
movie.
Band trailer.
Yo, yeah, where the fuck did they show this trailer at? Like, where is this coming on at? Like, I don't know. I'm tripping, but we finna watch
I'm
it.
also kind of mad because that's like a heavy, like, man, maybe I really wanted to see that scene. Like,
Exactly. No, that's another thing. They didn't show the whole movie. They didn't show. If you saw the first one, you damn sure already saw all of this. Like this is the whole fucking movie right here.
Every single one of them. And killed you. Yeah, you did.
We have a problem. He came for us.
That's the foundation.
It's not anger. It's love.
That's LA. Those tunnels. Anytime you see a tunnel like this in cinema, it's 99% of the time it's the tunnel here in Los Angeles on 2nd Street. 1st Street? 2nd Street.
Look at what you've become.
oh, I walked in that tunnel before.
You know that love promises only pain. You have no idea what hell awaits you.
Jeez Louise.
I do.
How many people have you loved?
I'm not getting Twilight from this.
Well, I'm not getting Twilight.
I see her. It's FKA Twigs. Okay.
I'm not getting Twilight vibes, but I'll tell you what I am getting.
The Batman.
No, bullshit vibes. This shit is gonna suck. First of all, I got a superpower. I can tell when a movie is gonna suck just by looking at the trailer. Just because of the information that I've gotten over the years about how trailers are made. This trailer's gonna. I mean, this movie's gonna suck. That's it. How do you feel about that trailer? Y'all never seen the movie before. How did y'all feel about that trailer?
I felt like they're trying to like copy the Batman vibe, of course, and like Joker vibes, and it doesn't look too good. And also, you're showing me way too much. Like you pretty much show me the big battle climax right there with all those dudes. I'm pretty sure that's going to be towards the end, like, and then you show how his powers already work instead of like letting me be in the movie to watch it. It's, I mean, this is my gripe with like a lot of trailers. Like, when I see a movie that I really want to watch, I tend to avoid a lot of the trailers for it.
Yeah, Nine, how did you feel about this one?
I think it looked okay. Like, I get what you're saying that it's showing a bit too much, but I mean, I probably won't see it in theaters, but it looks like something I'll definitely stream.
I'll bootleg this motherfucker, but I ain't gonna go see it.
Shit.
Quick. I'll steal that shit before it come out on the movie theaters. So yeah, I don't like it because well, let me just let Film Age defend himself here. He says the corny love story now that I is it the corny love story now that I see it, this is Mobius 2.0.
Oh no.
Morbius 2.0. I didn't see Morbius, so I wouldn't know.
I believe in Bill Skarsgård to do a thing, you know.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why I don't like this. No, one of the main things I can tell you from the movie, from the first one to this one, he doesn't like put on makeup. You know, when he dies, he's dead, and he comes back as the Crow, and like he has these powers. Yes, he can't die because he's dead, but the makeup is a part of his like ghostly existence. You know what I mean? It's not fucking eyeliner and goddamn black eye makeup. Like it's
right. That's just how he
actually
looks now. Like, like got Jokerfied and stuff. Like, yeah,
right.
I'm not I don't like him. It's weird.
Yeah, Frothy says it's a no for me. Did you see the first one, Froth? Let me know.
Is the first one good?
I like the first one, but is it good? I don't remember.
It was good enough to have a second one where they were gonna actually put him in
yeah,
it, but
they did do the second one. They did a second one, but Brandon Lee did tragically die during the making of the first one. So, like, it was one of them situations where they pieced together a bunch of stuff afterwards. So you do have to include that in when you're
People are saying
watching it.
this is really good. It says 84% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, 90% audience score.
What you talking about?
For The Crow 1994.
Yeah. Man, why are we doing it then? I don't know. But yeah, it had a great audience score because people, it's like Kobe Bryant. If Kobe Bryant had put out a movie right before he died, everybody would have went and saw it. You know what I'm saying? Heath Ledger won an Oscar, even though some people feel like he probably shouldn't have won an Oscar, but they definitely could not give it to him on the year that he died, and he gave such a great performance, his last performance. So it might be a lot of that too, because Brandon Lee was well loved, and in Hollywood especially, and they were basically giving him the bag to produce and direct and write and do that kind of shit. Like he was about to be that next dude. He probably would have been like Jet Li before Jet Li. You know what I'm saying? Like taking up his dad's mantle as the new hot Asian American thing, because people forget that Bruce Lee is Asian American. You know what I'm saying? He born in San Francisco, went back to China, then came back out here to the States. But yeah, it's a sad, tragic story. So I think that's what got people going to see it, because he died during the making of the movie, not like he died right after the movie, because he died on set. So yeah, I think that contributed to what I think may put it on the teeter-totter of being good still. But we'll see, man. I'm gonna see it for sure. I'm gonna see the original and not go see the new one. I'm gonna have my own premiere where I watch the original and just don't go see the new one. Lil Frothy says that she did not see the first one. So yeah, that I'm interested in people who didn't see it and how they plan on, how they viewing this shit, because I know I don't want to see it, but I might be biased just because I'm nostalgic about the shit that I see, and I'm protective of the original. The original was good. I don't see no reason to do a remake. They could have just done a sequel. The dude's dead, so he wouldn't have aged. So there's no reason to not use the sequel. It's like the sequel kind of mindset. Like, I don't know, but Othelia says here, I'm going back in the comments because I missed some stuff. FKA Twigs got them things thanging. And then he said, no, hold on. He said, nah, this shit looks dope. So y'all gonna have to fight about it in the comments. Hold on. I thought I had something here. Oh, boom. Othelia said that hot spring is where Terry was cloned. Oh man, yeah. Y'all didn't know that his clones had Japanese passports. Like that's where their passports come from, Japan. Okay, right now we got
when this movie came out, it was hot. It was a hotness. It came out in '94, so I was like 6 or 7. So I wasn't allowed to see because this was, this is when they weren't afraid to make R-rated movies and and they did well in the theaters. So this was R. So my parents weren't about to take me to see that.
What about the what are they like? Are they graphic novels?
Yeah, there's some graphic novels out
I would
there.
say
I'm pretty sure. There's a comic. There's a whole comic book series. If I'm not mistaken.
How's that?
Never got into it. I looked at that like a big comic. I mean, as a big money grab. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a comic book purchaser, as a comic, I don't want to say collector because, but as a person who was an avid purchaser of comic books at the time, it just felt corny. Like these niggas just trying to do a money grab. I don't really want to watch it. My homie bought one, and he never bought another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was a huge Crow fan. Like, he would dress like the Crow like every Halloween and shit. That's another thing. With Halloween, with that movie, man, come on. Everybody was doing that shit.
I feel like that was like the first time when like being where movies would make you would decide what you're going to be for Halloween.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, no, Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
I will say Ninja Turtles definitely had niggas turned out. And that was my first actual Halloween costume. My mom didn't.
Yeah, but
like
would you say
Running
Ninja Turtles
Bunny.
were more like for kids costumes, but the Crow was like for adults that wanted to do Halloween?
Oh, you know what? The Crow's probably the biggest because what happened is, or the biggest before Heath Ledger passed away for the Joker. Because what happened is you see little kids wearing Crow costumes. You'd be like, I know that little nigga didn't see that movie. Like, what the fuck? But his parents liked the movie, and so they dressing niggas up like the Crow. Like, it just was a phenomenon. Like,
pull up what Lil Frothy said because that's another point.
Which one? Honestly,
I mean, I probably agree why a lot of people see it or go see, but no, her next one. Yeah.
I think the Crow soundtrack was really popular too. If I'm not mistaken, it was. Yeah, it was nothing about that movie that wasn't popular. I'll tell you how popular it was. The movie was so popular, Sting, the wrestler, left and came back and started using the exact same makeup and doing the exact same shit that this nigga was doing.
The Crow era Sting. That's my favorite Sting. He was so creepy. He was just
so
stings up the rafters every time. Like, I went to several wrestling matches when they would come to my area, and my eyes would always be focused looking up at the ceiling and the rafters, being like, "Is Sting there? Where he at? I know he gonna show up. He gonna drop down from the rafters, huh?"
Man, that's what we need to be doing, is having wrestling segments on this show. Goddamn, wrestling is like the #1 search thing on on YouTube, or #2 under cats. What is he cats? It's cats and WWE, like back and forth. Frothy says, I think the Crow soundtrack was really popular. Yeah, I said that. I got to that one. I'm just trying to make sure I ain't miss nobody saying anything good. But I think I got all the good ones. Y'all keeping it up in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody who's watching right now. We're at 106 viewers in the stream right now. Y'all really fucking with us. Shout out to everybody watching at Nerds at Night. Shout out to everybody watching on the Drunk Banthas channel. And shout out to everybody watching on Twitter's Drunk_Banthas.
Shout out to our team at the CIA.
Yeah, shout out to y'all.
It'd be the creepiest thing if somebody just sends a message to producer T is in this location. I feel like,
hey, if it's accurate, that'd be fucking wild, dog. That'd be wild. But also, shout out to y'all. If it does happen, I will just say shout out to y'all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, for y'all who don't know, who wasn't here last week, we talked about some kind of controversial stuff, and then we talked about some controversial stuff here today as well. And so we're pretty positive that the government's watching. The government be watching though, so shout out to them. Let's see here. I don't really got nothing else to talk about. I do want to say shout out again to everybody who's helped us get to all these subscribers. Let's see, where is it at right now? It's at 6,000. Oh man, my shit froze because my phone about to die. 6,802. So in the time that we've been on here, we done got 100 subscribers. So appreciate y'all. If it was you, if you're watching right now and it was you who done subscribed in the time that we've been on here, I appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed, if you listen to this and you not one of the people who subscribe, then that means you need to subscribe right now. Don't miss out on this train. Don't be the one who was watching this first at the beginning of the times of it getting popping, and then 10 months later you be hearing your friends tell you about it, and you be like, damn, I don't want to act like I know what they talking about and seem like I'm dick riding. Like I've been on them niggas, but you didn't subscribe, nigga. You didn't subscribe. So go ahead, like, subscribe. Frothy says, oh my God, imagine your headphones are mic'd.
Yeah, them headphones you mysteriously got.
Damn, I didn't even think about that shit. Had to give me I have to get me a bug sweeper for this motherfucker, man.
I gotta go. I forgot to bring my charger with me, and my laptop's about to die.
It's all good. We're about to shut it down here anyway, but producer T, where can people find you?
As always, on my Instagram at Terry F Photos, and of course on the other Instagram for T Pins, where you can get yourself some non-nerd yard pins, or my newest one, which I really shouldn't be dropping yet because it's a Christmas pin, but it's on the store. If you like Nightmare Before Elm Street, what did I just, I mean Nightmare Before Christmas, Nightmare Before Christmas, and The Grinch, you'd love this new pin.
Nightmare Before Elm Street is a dope ass hood movie, I think, somewhere on Tubi. Yeah, man, we appreciate you dropping by. Producer T, salute to you. Thank you for coming, man. We'll see you next week or probably on Monday.
All right,
later. Yeah, man. Just giving y'all love, man. We really appreciate it, man. Y'all keep fucking with us. We're gonna be here every Thursday, 7:00 p.m. Pacific time. And we do the Drunk Banthas podcast every Monday, 8 p.m. Pacific time. See, we go earlier on Thursday so that y'all don't have to be up too late, super late. But some of y'all just decide, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna stay up super late anyway. So, and we appreciate you. That's why we go 3 hours. So yeah, one of the hardest things in the world to do is to go for 2-3 hours plus and just talk about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate to y'all. Appreciate Nine, you coming through. Nine, where can the people find you, sir?
Yeah, you can find me on 9 Nerd Yards. That's 9 Nerd Yards on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, while it's still around. And even Discord. You should see some links somewhere below there to the Discord, or just go to the 9 Nerd Yards page if you want to hit me up.
Absolutely. You can check out some really dope interviews over there at the 9 Nerd Yards. And some really dope content at the Nerds at Night that cross promotion. I think you just put a video on Nerds at Night not too long ago.
Actually, Blake did. I'm still working on a video.
Oh, you're still working on that one.
But I've been traveling
on that one. Yeah. So y'all look out for that one then. Look out for that one. Go subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss Nine's newest video that's coming not too long. He's traveling, so give him some time. But yeah, you can find me at the Drunk Banthas on Instagram. You can find me at Bill from Into Never on Instagram, at Bill from Into Never, INTONEVER. And you can find us at Drunk Banthas on Twitter. We're on Likewise. We're on a lot of other shit I can't remember. But as far as if you're listening, it's and you're just listening, is podcasts available on iPodcast and Spotify and Apple Music and all the places you get podcasts everywhere. We are here for you. This is the Bantha Bunch show. I'm going to try to play this song because you know what? I didn't get to do it last time on the way in because they keep hitting me with this fucking like oh. This is the Drunk Bantha's channel, and you are watching the Bantha Bunch with your boy Bill, your favorite cousin's favorite cousin. We will see you next week. Peace.